Honk.
Yes, indeed. And on November 5th, 2024, in the year of our Lord, etc., etc., it is my great pleasure to welcome everyone to what I hope will be a joyous day this evening. Let's hope so. In America, but will definitely be a joyous day for us regardless. Hey, Effect Life. Good to see you. Thank you. Thank you. I couldn't even get through my hello before that was all done. 43 months of Tier 2 support. Thank you so much, Effect Life. I appreciate it. Effect Life, I actually wanted to drop you a line and tell you that when I started ARVBot this morning, my start ARVBot thing, my little command line thing, didn't work. Like I started it and I saw the thing flashed just up quickly, but then didn't actually start it. So I was able to start it directly just by opening up the jar file. So I was able to open up ARVBot just fine, and so it's working, that's fine. But something weird, but the start ARVBot bat file wasn't working for some reason, and I have no idea why, and it didn't matter because I got it to work anyway, but I just thought I would let you know. Effect Life, for those of you who don't know, is responsible for this amazing program that's going to help us with Skylord today, so that's why I'm asking. I'm very lucky to have it. Good to see you. Thank you so much, Effect Life, and welcome, everybody. Welcome to day 3 of our Fighting Fantasy Gamebook series. It is Skylord, illustrated by my dear friend TariToons, who's got a whole lot to talk to you today about anime characters of the Vatican. But we'll talk about that in just a moment. Before we get there, just a couple of ways to support us on the channel. If you haven't done so, please follow the channel. Please check out our YouTube at !ArvTube. That sounds good, Effect Life. That's cool. Yeah, it worked without the bat file, so, and I'm guessing, yeah, probably something like that. It was just the first time it happened, and I was like, uh-oh. But then I just opened it up normally just using the Java file, and it seemed to work. I mean, the jar file, and that was fine. So, yeah, that's fine. I don't mind doing that. That seemed to work okay. So yes, !ArvTube is my YouTube channel. Oh, which reminds me, I do have it up. Yes, I do. I did start it. It was running. I just didn't have the window up there. So !ArvTube is my YouTube channel, which you can check out. So definitely please do that. And if you're watching over on YouTube, welcome, and please consider subscribing over there. Discord is !ArvCord. Hello, Imaginary Exponent. Hello, Triffid. !ArvCord. Twitter is !ArvTweets. Blue Sky !ArvSky. Website arvaneleron.com. Also, don't forget to check out our podcast Hearthglow. We have scheduled our next long recording of Hearthglow, and we have another couple of long recordings after that, but we will be wrapping Hearthglow, at least the long recordings of it, not too long from now, actually, so that's something to think about. Nice, 2 hours of phone banking. Well, I'm going to talk about that. I just got back from voting this morning, and at my line, at the line in our town in Connecticut, was pretty decent size, actually, for a non-swing state and for a let me just put it this way. Where I live is not a swing region, okay? It is very clear who they're going to be voting for, but it was definitely, it was a good mood. It was a good vibe out there, I think. I think everyone is feeling pretty, cautiously optimistic is what I would say. So we're going to maintain that as much as we can. But anyway, I'll talk about voting in a second. So the website again, arvaneleron.com. And I just recorded with Zach Clay our long-form Gen GMs video. We just recorded that last night. So there's going to be more Gen GM stuff coming your way very shortly. It was good to get back on the wagon with that too. !ArvTreon is the Patreon, currently sitting at 13 paid members, $90 a month. Really would love to see that number go north of 100 again, because that really is the financial backbone of the channel, and I'd like to do some other cool stuff with it, but we need to get that number higher first. So please consider supporting us there if you can. Obviously subscribing to the channel, as Effect Life was kind enough to do. You get those custom sub badges and emotes to use here, there, and everywhere across Twitch, and that is appreciated also. And of course, and you get those inspirations, as I have just reset the inspirations now as well. On the publishing side, !Icarus, that's my graphic novel from Athos Arts. !Library is my Tales and Tomes from the Forbidden Library. That's my 5e adventure and sourcebook from Alligator Alley Entertainment. And !Greyshade is my Greyshade IP, Greyshade, Renegade, and Heretic, the 3 books of the Grey Assassin trilogy. I was lucky enough to be interviewed by the immortal Ed Greenwood for that at CanCon, which was a fun convention this past weekend. And so that is out, and the time has come for you to go get it to get that thing. So please do consider supporting it if you can. That would be lovely. And you can do that there as well. So that is, give me just one second here. do this and do this and do that. Great. So again, that is exclamation point Gray Shade. You can get all those 3 books there right now. Thank you, by the way, to those of you who have been reviewing the book. We are up now, or rating the book on Amazon. It is now, as of last check, when I checked it yesterday, we're up to 44 ratings of the book, which is really awesome and super helpful for the algorithm. I would be over the moon if we could get that over 50 ratings. So if you have read the book, if you have read Gray Shade, please consider going over to Amazon and leaving a rating/review. It can be something as simple as just like, book good, I like. I mean, it like literally, it does not have to be any like super complex involved thing. But if you liked it, please do consider doing that because it really does help the life of the book. Also, I want to mention that I have a story bundle with Marie Bilodeau and Brandon Crilly and others for protagonists over the age of 40, which Gray Shade is, and my book Gray Shade is in there. And that story bundle has actually done quite well so far. And let me see if I can find, let me see, story bundle. I'm going to put a link to that here. And Triffid, no big deal if you can't do this, but it just struck me, if we can do a command for this just called story bundle, that would be cool. But again, don't feel like no big deal if you can't. But it's called the Never Too Old to Save the World bundle. It will be ending in 16 days, and you can buy it and get a total of 10 books. That's right, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 books. And you can pay you can technically pay any amount you want, but most people pay $25 or a little bit more. You can opt into the bonus and get even more cool stuff from there, and one of those is my book. That's been doing quite well. We have sold, I think, something like 200 bundles or something like that. The more that we do that, the more that gets support for all of the books in the bundle, including Marie's and mine, and Brandon's and other people who were in there as well. So do please consider going over there if you would like to get 10 freaking books, 10 books for a song. If you pay $25 for 10 books, you're talking $2.50 a book. That is such a deal. That is a deal you can only find at that story bundle. So definitely check that out. And yes, if you can English, you can leave a full-fledged novel as a review. That would be an interesting review for review. I hadn't thought about that, but yes. So anyway, consider supporting that story bundle. And thank you for those of you who have reviewed Gray Shade so far. And please consider doing others. Been very heartened by the response we've gotten to that book. So please consider supporting us there. Exclamation point Gray Shade. You can also pre-order the tabletop role-playing game of Gray Shade over at that Gray Shade link. And you can also get the audiobook of Gray Shade from our very own Trent Spark. So please do that if you can. And exclamation point BLM, Black Lives Matter, important to affirm and assert the significance and importance of Black lives. Exclamation point Help Now, the World Health Organization page on suicide prevention. Important to reach out to others when you need help and reach out to others when they need help as well. And exclamation point Ukraine, UKRAINE, to help the people of Ukraine as they fight back against an illegal and illegitimate war with bravery and courage, and send the message we will do so for others in the future. And also, very important today, super important, exclamation point vote. That link will show you where you can vote, your particular voting polling place. There are a number of states in America where they have same-day registration. The last time I was talking about this last week, one of our viewers, Extra Dead, actually got the reminder and literally during the stream got up and went out and voted, came back and was like, thank you for the reminder, I just voted. Super loved to hear that. So please do that, folks. Again, as I was saying on Twitter earlier today, voting is a privilege and a right, and if you don't exercise the privilege, you could well lose the right. So please, 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 today is the day. It is super critical. This is an existential election. It really is. And obviously the world is affected by this also. So 28 states, that's right. 28 states in DC have same-day registration. So if you are registered already, go vote. And if you have not been registered, but like, maybe I should, this is just... It's important to have your voice be heard, a voice that is speaking for compassion, for community, for care. This is a really clear and critically important decision that you're making, so please do it. I and my children and my children's children and my family and my friends and all the people around the world, 330 million in the United States and more around the world that are relying on what happens here. Thank you for doing so. Please do go vote. It really, really, really matters. Okay. Can my technical count as over 40 protagonists? Possibly. I could see that. All right. With that said, I'm going to go over the schedule, but I'm not going to do it right now because right now I want to make sure that we are. I feel like I'm clipping a little bit. So, all right, that's a little bit better. Right now, we are going to be talking to the amazing and awesome TariToons. So I have unmuted myself, and then I'm going to unmute her, and then we're going to head over to reveal to you. You're going to love this one, chat. There we go. Buy letters of indulgence, Oni-san. And you may be thinking to yourself, like, what has happened to Tari? I sometimes think these things myself. But there's a reason for this that I was just explained during the green room stuff. So so Tari, hello. It's good to see you. And so who is this person that you've got here? What do we got?
Okay, so this is Luce. She is the official, like, some kind of jubilee mascot given out by the Vatican with like an action figure and everything.
She's like a Vatican mascot.
Yeah, it's 100% official, and she's like straight up Sanrio style, and it's just the most absurd thing I have seen in a long time. And I'm completely obsessed because it's incredibly silly.
Actually, that's true. That's true. Are you committing heresy because you have not been blessed by the Vatican to render anime-san?
Yeah, well, I'm not even baptized, Catholically baptized, so like I'm already like a second-class human. So.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Just so we're clear about what you are and are not allowed to do, that you can resolutely ignore. It is very cute. And Tari sent me in Discord. She was like, "All right, here, look, I'm going to send you this stuff." And in Discord, there's all this like, there's like it's like an action. It's like a bobblehead. It's like a pop Funko.
It's a vinyl figurine.
Yeah, that totally is.
And like with like a bunch of Sanrio style, and like I don't just mean that like as a joke. No, it literally looks like she was designed by Sanrio. People who are not familiar with Sanrio are the people behind Hello Kitty.
Yeah,
basically they have like a billion different characters.
Yeah, it's Hello Kitty, the Vatican edition.
Yeah, basically, and it's absurd. Like, why?
Well, because now, because you get to advertise things out for them, and they can be like, "I want to be part of this. If I get to have this cool action figure, this cool, bobblehead." So that is not actually going to be used during the stream today, just so it's clear. But that is very cute. I agree. It was very cute.
Oh no, the color filter makes it look like she's standing in blood.
Oh my god, what the hell was that? Go back to the old cool. All right, jeez. That's just.
I'm just playing around with color filters.
You're like, buy letters of indulgence. Buy letters of indulgence. Like, oh my god. That's I don't know. Sometimes I just chat. I'm like, what? It's like Deus Volt. Exactly. It's the Blood of the Heretics edition. Oh, jeez. That's just,
I'm just like, ignore me. I'm just clicking on different color filters to like see what it looks like because the colors are too bright for my taste.
So you're trying to mute them a little bit. Just
like get them like a bit more.
Every time you mute it, where the eye, whatever it is, the glare or whatever the on the eyes gets super demonic looking. I think you probably want to stay away from that. I'm guessing. Buy letters of indulgence for your soul.
For your soul.
For your soul. But it's my great pleasure to welcome the best cartoonist on Twitch. And Tari is doing illustrations for Skylord, and beginning by getting in touch with her divine side.
Of course.
And, I was saying to Tari, I was like, I can't wait for the Vatican to be, to hire you as their official artist. And she's like, you couldn't pay me enough. I'm like, really? If they were like, all right,
you couldn't.
a million per year, and you get to like put it in rainbow and like hold up rainbow flags and like LGBTQIA plus positive, like, and she was like, nah, no, maybe not.
If there were actually zero strings attached, but there wouldn't. There's like no world in which there wouldn't be which there wouldn't be like a ton of strings attached.
I mean, if they said if they were like, you can't actually do a cartoon of her burning down a church and laughing demonically, like you would accept that string, right? Like if it was like, Don't burn down the church. It's like,
no commentary.
yeah, you're like, maybe.
I need to speak to my lawyer.
Oh man, I think it unlikely the Vatican is going to be looking at our channel for trolling for artists, is my guess. Trolling for artists, but you never know. Anyway, Vatican, listen, I like Pope Francis. Hit us up, if you want to. And I was saying, I work at a private Catholic university, and I'm sure it'll be fine. It'll work just great. Anyway, but
I did ask permission.
No, you did.
I was
you did.
like allowed to be a little.
And I said it was fine.
Church.
I said it was fine, and I think it's
that
this
you had
is fine.
regrets.
I said I said only just destroy and bring down. Blah, blah, blah. That was like we maybe not avoid that. But having a cute anime, it's officially from the Vatican. So like, what am I gonna say? I can't. I mean, technically, my overall boss. I guess Pope Francis is my overall boss. I guess theoretically. So
Don't you mean theologically?
Theologically. I see what you did. I see what you did there. All right, let's get into cartooning, shall we? So we are doing some Skylord today, folks. And this is the warm-up drawing. The go straight to hell warm-up drawing. And we are here and ready to go.
The fires of hell.
The fires of hell. I can't imagine anyone who does something as cute as that. I think they'd be like, you get down there, they'd be like, we don't know what to do with you. Like, how about can you just cartoon in purgatory for a while? And you'd be like, all right.
No, because I'm buying letters of indulgence. I'm not going to purgatory.
Oh, that's true. Now you have
Gregory,
the letters.
have you not been paying attention?
That's good. I haven't been paying for the indulgences. That's
hey.
The problem. Hey. So let's get to some Skylord. So this, he said, not that. This is Skylord. And we have done quite a bit in this book. We have been attempting to basically get to penetrate the defenses of Elbastan, fortress planet Arok, and somehow figure out a way to defeat him and his terrifying dog-headed Prefectus clone army. That's the way this works. So we have to do that somehow. And in our last one, we basically had a massive side quest, is what I would describe it as. We went on to the space station where a bunch of people were getting eaten by some weird orange blob thing. And we would have been too if we had not gotten from the ship a whole bunch of debris that we basically threw at it. So in the end, we came out of it with a droid and a high-tech device of tubes, rods, and cubes. And that's it. We have 9 out of 9 skill. We have 11 out of 18 stamina, and we actually probably are going to want to eat one of our provision tablets. I'm going to ask chat if it's cool to do that so we can go up to 15 points of stamina. We have 9 out of 10 luck. We have 10 credits. We have 4, hopefully soon to be 3 provision tablets. We have a starship rating of 6, so we're a badass pilot. We are the Han Solo of Skylord pilots. We have a Star Spray ship, which has a laser rating of 4. And we have 12 out of 12 shields. And we have died 4 times because that happened a fair bit in this game. And we are the Skylord Jang Mistral, which every time I see it, I keep wanting to say Mistrial, but it's not Mistrial. It's Skylord Jang Mistral. So just before we get started, chat, I will ask all of you, are you cool? You can just tell me this in chat. Are we all cool with us having a provision tablet so that we can get 4 points of stamina and go up to 15 points of stamina? Are we all about that? Imaginary Exponent says, Munch, what do we think, chat? Are we doing this or not? We having the provision tablet? Go ahead. Yes, take the. Hey, Prince Justin. All right. I will take the will of chat. There we go. We are at 15. Awesome. All right. Here we go. We need a music theme for today. And let me see. Oh, yeah. Go ahead and show some of the drawings, if you will.
I was just like trying to grab, there he is, a screenshot of
there's
guy
Skylord.
to use as reference on my other screen.
I love that. Let's see.
There.
And I'm looking for a soundtrack here.
I am looking for freedom.
I'm looking for freedom.
What? No. I've been looking for freedom.
Oh, I thought the other option was freedom. Got to make a chance. Freedom. George Michael?
Oh, no. You forgot that I'm German. And as everybody knows, the Germans are obsessed with David Hasselhoff. I do wonder where that stereotype comes from. Because I know it is a stereotype, but like I don't know the source of it. Like,
Well, I mean, he's German. You're German. It's a match
what?
made in heaven.
He's German? Which world is he German?
Hasselhoff.
He's German?
He's of German heritage.
He's from the U.S.
I mean, he's from the U.S., but he's of German heritage, though.
That doesn't make him German.
Look, that would be like if we sent you, I don't know, I'm trying to think of it, like Hans Sauerkraut or something, and you were like, well, that's not really German. I'd be like, well, come on, though. Like, it's
Could be Swiss, could be Austrian.
Come on, that's German. Are we all looking for freedom? Yes, we are. All right, I'm trying to think of what a good soundtrack would be for this. So we've done.
What did we have? We had Beneath the Steel Sky.
Yep, we did that.
Oh god, the game that I always forget the name of. Wing Commander? Was it Wing Commander?
Yes, Wing Commander. Yes, we did Wing Commander. We did. Have we done Secret of Evermore?
Not for this game. We have done Secret of Evermore many years ago for some other book. So yeah,
let's do that.
Let's go Secret of Evermore. I never finished that game because of all the backtracking.
Same, exact same, literally. I was a game that I was like, this is great, and then like I was like, I can't anymore. It's
like I'm a massive Secret of Mana fan, like absolutely huge. It's like the one SNES game I actually own on cartridge in the big box.
Okay.
Which was really expensive to get, like was like a Christmas present or birthday present or something.
Okay.
Like that I got like a decade ago, from my back then boyfriend, and he like dished out like over 100 euros for that thing.
Wow.
I'm such a massive Secret of Mana fan. But yeah.
Good game, Secret of Mana.
Yes.
Did you like? Now I am not. I heard that the remake was terrible. Is that true?
I did not play it because it already looked like fucking garbage.
Okay, yeah, because I never played it and I wasn't sure.
No, it's like I did play the demo for oh god, what did they name it? Trials of Mana.
Yeah.
I've always been calling it Secret of Mana 2 because that's what it was called in fan translation, because it was never officially released in the West. I did play the demo for that. It was like the cheapest, most phoned-in bullshit ever. It's like so sad because the original is so good.
Yeah.
It's like this doesn't need a remake. It's perfect as it is.
There are some of these games. You heard that Xenogears is coming to Switch finally.
I have not heard that.
Yeah.
I have never played any of those, so.
The Xenogears, I played and won that game. There's a famously the second disc or the third disc, whatever the last disc was kind of mailed in. The first 2/3 of that game are great, and the soundtrack is awesome on Xenogears. Really, really cool. But yeah, so apparently it's going to be heading over to the Switch in the not too distant future. So that's cool. All right, so chat, we are here. Skylord Jang Mistral is here. And let's get to our save point and let's do the thing. Okay. I believe...
Greg, we should do a co-op run of Secret of Mana.
Oh, that's true. Man, I did love that game. Yeah, that's true. Can you... And I guess you can do remote co-op, right? Because I played it...
I don't know if it works via...
We probably could. I mean...
Yeah, emulator, but I'm pretty sure you... Oh god, is it on... the Virtual Console on the Switch?
You have I was gonna say you have, right, because you have a Switch, right?
Ooh, I would need to check if it's on there though. I do have it on the Wii.
Oh Jesus, I have a Wii U, but I mean I haven't fired it up in a long time, and I don't think.
And
the Virtual
I do have
Console...
the cartridge, the original, so it wouldn't be pirating if I would play it via emulator. I have the original, but very expensive. Nobody can get me.
I think Switch would just be easier though in terms of actually playing it. That would be fun though.
Absolutely.
It would be a kind of thing we could do as sort of like a special event deal. That would be cool. Yeah, I'd be down for that. Because I don't even remember now. I honestly don't even remember the story because it's been 20 years, 25 years, a long time since I played Secret of Mana. Long time.
You have to collect a bunch of seeds.
I remember that, but I don't remember like why or what the. I just remember that.
It's like a bunch of really small stories, basically. Like, yeah, you have like the overarching main goal, but like there's no real story around the main goal. It's just like, take care of shit because you fucked up in the beginning, so it's your job now.
Right.
But yeah, on the way you have like a bunch of like condensed stories, basically. But like the main plot doesn't really have a lot of story going on. So. Yeah,
that's I would be, and I like co-op stuff anyway. I've been talking to Tari about the possibility of doing, hold on a second, why? Something weird. Give me one sec, chat. There's some, oh, that's why. That's why it's doing that. Okay. I was getting this weird little overlap and I didn't understand why, and now I do. There, that's fixed. But I was talking to Tari about doing the Moria game, Return to Moria, because I would like to do that. So I'll keep that in mind, Effect Life. I'd have to see too how the numbers do with it. It's not, numbers are obviously not my only metric, but it would be interesting if we could get some people that were interested in watching some of that, especially maybe during like my winter break or something like that. I'll talk with Tari about it. I obviously am, Tari's a dear friend and I like playing stuff with her anyway. So that would be interesting.
I am a friend to dear. You are correct.
Really? Because, listen, there's
No, I'm an enemy to deer, actually. I have a lot of, like, deer bones in my shed, actually.
Deer bones?
Yeah.
Wow. I was trying to think of a venison joke, and I couldn't come up with a venison pun in time, so. All right, let's do what we're doing here, chat. So, now, as a reminder, this is going to be a little odd, but you may remember, those of you who were here last month for this, that we were battling this enemy. And let me just make sure that I got this the right way. Hold on a second. Right, we did that. We did this. Oh, we did. No, that's right. We did this. And then we had this. And then
it's a bit weird. The way I draw Skylord, like his design, he like, not counting like the number of eyes and like spikes on his face and stuff like that, but like the vibe is like totally like one of my brothers.
Really?
Like, yeah, totally, like 100%.
Interesting.
Like.
That's interesting, actually. Okay. Right, timer. Okay. Right. Great. Okay. So, that's right, because we had done that side quest. We had faced that ship. And so, okay. That's right. I remember this entire ship. Oh, yeah, no, I hear you, Effect Life. Yeah, this ship, I remember that, like, this whole book has been, like, the book of side quests. So we had just defeated this one spaceship. We had just defeated it. And so we were on our way back to Arok. And I would remind everyone that the reason we were in this like adventure in the first place was to freaking get to Arok. And then immediately, like, the save point where we had was where our king was like, okay, there's another thing you have to do first, which is like the third another thing you have to do. And I'm just like, dude, really? So that's what we're at. So I'm going to start there, but first I'm going to use Prince Justin's phrase to remind you, when the Balrog chases you down and you might in deep drown, that's Samoria. Okay. Thank you, Prince Justin. Good work. Well done. And I'd like to subscribe to your newsletter, but I already do. So, okay. However, before you reach Arok, your communicator crackles with the voice of your leader, King Vox. Another minor... Oh, let me see if I can do the... Do I have something that works this? Test 2. Nope. Check 2. Nope. Check 1, 2. There we go. Another minor change in plans. Within your vicinity is the infamous space pirate Tungsten Claw. He's about to raid a friendly world, and we want you to stop him. That is all. I support your Patreon and Tari's Patreon, and they are both well-spent Patreon supports. You all should do the same thing. I get awesome photographs from Prince Justin.
I deactivated my Patreon.
Oh, well, then I'm not supporting it anymore. All right, well, then I'm not then. That's your fault. I was there till you stopped. So
yeah, that's true.
Okay, so we have to stop the space pirate Tungsten Claw, which sounds very much to me like something that feels like a Star Wars like shipping company. Like, welcome to Tungsten Claw. He's about to raid a friendly world. We want you to stop him. That is all. With a mighty rattle, you re-enter real space in the Adelphus solar system. Your sensors immediately detect Tungsten Claw's ship, the Grand Archipelago, making its way towards one of the richest planets in the system. Throttling forward, you prepare for battle. All right. Soon you are detected by the massive Grand Archipelago, which roars forward to accept your challenge. At this moment, your computers flash with the following tactical data. Oh my goodness. Wow. Can I wonder if I'm able to like... All right, I'm going to... Chat, I'm not sure. The reason I'm hesitating is I don't know what to say about this, except that it's showing us this data. See if I can get... Okay, there we go. So it's showing the following tactical data. So it shows the Star Spray has a pitch of 16, a roll of 22, a yaw of, I think that says minus 31. The enemy has a pitch of plus 35, a roll of plus 60. Yeah, actually, maybe that's a better idea. Maybe that's a better idea. I'll try that. Hang on a second. Okay. I'm going to go to the first, whoops. Let me turn that off and turn this on. Okay. All right. So that says Star Spray, pitch plus 16, roll plus 22, yaw minus 31. The enemy has a pitch of plus 35. God damn it. Of plus, sorry, my battery reminder popped up in the middle of that. Is there a way that I can make that? Ah, that's better. That's better.
Not show up.
There we go. That's better. That's better. Now it works.
Have you tried charging your phone?
God damn it. Listen, all right. All right. Pitch is minus 16, roll plus 22, yaw minus 31. The enemy has a pitch plus 35, a roll of plus 60, and a yaw of plus 13. Relative distance is 7,000 and speed is 1,000. So based on this information, will you maintain speed and course, accelerate to 2,000 and maintain your course, or maintain speed, yaw minus 10? I don't have the faintest idea what I just said, even though I was reading out what it was being said. I hope that makes sense to all of you.
We are doing the castle run in less than 5 parsecs.
Less than 5 parsecs. It just doesn't. I don't even. Thank you, Tom. 53 months. Hey, Tom, you arrived at the right time, because even though I'm not playing Star Wars today, I am doing ship combat, and literally, thank you so much for the support, Tom. Literally, we have to figure out what we're going to do. So I'm going to put in the commands here, and then I'm going to hope that you all know what to do, because I certainly don't know. It says pitch minus 16. You're right, it does say pitch minus 16. So should we maintain speed and course? I know, right, Prince Justin? Accelerate to 2,000. Listen, I've got a bunch of smart people watching. We got a bunch of engineer types here. Maintain course. Or maintain speed. And yaw minus 10.
So what is yaw?
I believe that yaw is the tilt. So when you're in a plane, yaw is whether you're banking left or right, I believe is what that is.
Okay.
It's like an axis of rotation. Right, exactly. Exactly imaginary, yeah. So, again, the conditions are the Star Spray has a pitch of minus 16, roll plus 22, and a yaw of minus 31. and the enemy is a pitch of +35, roll +60, and a yaw of +13. Relative distance is 7,000, speed is 1,000. So based on this information, should we maintain speed and course? Should we accelerate to 2,000 and maintain course? Or should we maintain our speed and do yaw -10? Those are our choices. By the way, this soundtrack, this track in particular is kind of a banger, especially this bass track. Darksteel Spork, I don't believe that all of the above can happen. I don't think you can maintain speed and also accelerate. I think that's a good way to blow the thing up. My knowledge of space combat comes from Wing Commander, from X-Wing versus TIE Fighter, and from Faster Than Light. So...
Trying to remember if I ever played any games long enough with like space travel stuff, like where you actually like pilot a spaceship. Problem is that I usually have to if I do pick one up, I usually have to put it back down like after a few moments because I get horribly motion sick.
I would recommend not playing the game Descent then, which is...
No, I was playing too.
Yeah. I mean, that game is a very cool game.
I probably tried to play Descent as a kid because it came like for free with like one of those video game magazine discs.
Yep. It's a very cool game, but it's very like disconcerting, even if you're not like... It kind of messes you up. Yeah, exactly. Descent gave me... it didn't give me motion sickness, but I felt very disoriented when I was playing it, which is kind of the point. Because you're, like, flying the ship through a mine shaft where it doesn't, like... Gravity is not relevant. So you're just sort of, like... it was very weird. Numbers tell me it's moving in 2 axes different than us. And so, it looks like people are aiming for maintained speed and course. But I hope you're right, because... This is the part where I'd be like the captain of the ship being like, helmsman, get us out of here. You know, something vague like that. Like, Yep, first game in true 3D. Yep.
Oh, I remember when stuff like the Oculus Rift and whatever were like new. I did play some game at Gamescom where you piloted your ship.
And it was random. A little bit like it was hard to...
It was like basically like one of those tech demos, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just showing up what the thing can do.
That's cool.
But so I don't know what it was called, if it even had like a name.
Yeah. I'm tired, so number 3 is the obvious choice to reduce yawn. I see what you did there. -10 yawn. Mm-hmm. Oh, which reminds me, where did I put... Man, I left my iced coffee downstairs. I'm going to have to go get that in a second.
Yeah, that one isn't iced anymore.
Yeah, that's true. Now it's just...
Lukewarm.
It's lukewarm coffee, yeah. That's fine. Now it'll be the next stage of the coffee where it becomes hot coffee. See? We'll go the other direction.
Is that how that works?
I'm not very well.
If you leave your hot coffee standing, you get iced coffee eventually?
Eventually. But it kind of... The whole thing is that as you're doing that, it's sort of... It's not the way it's supposed to work. Like... supporting or opposing an evil empire. It was Wing Commander-like, but not Wing Commander, huh, Prince Justin? At the end, your secret base turns out to be on prehistoric Earth. Oh, that's super cool. I don't remember the name of... that doesn't ring a bell with me, but that's cool. All right, so... Here we go. Maintain speed and course. Yeah, it's so true, Imaginary Exponent. So true. All right, here we go. Let's hope we did this right. Your ship is jolted by a powerful electrical surge, and for a moment your lasers and computers malfunction. Reduce your shields by 1 point permanently? What? Oh, no. Permanently? When your computers flicker on, the following data is before you. I don't know whether that's good or bad. All right, we have new data. All right, hang on a second here. More digits. All right, here we go, chat. I'm going to put this back to the main screen so we can see this. All right. Sorry, zoom that out. All right. So here we go. Star Spray is now pitch plus 19, roll plus 82, yaw minus 18. And the enemy is pitch plus 35, roll plus 60, yaw plus 13. Relative speed is 1,000. So now, do we maintain speed and course? Do we maintain speed and roll plus 60? Or do we accelerate to 2,000, roll plus 60, and yaw minus 18? None of this, I don't. Okay.
Them speed numbers.
I mean, I guess what Prince Justin says is right, that I guess we're now there, but like I guess we got close to them or something. Okay, so maintain speed plus 60, and then accelerate to 2,000 in the year 2000. Roll plus 60. Yaw minus 18.
Wait, who are we fighting against?
The Grand Archipelago, the pirate mastership of stuff.
Space pirates.
But basically what this feels like to me right now is just sort of staring at a control panel and trying to figure out what the hell the numbers are that the computer's giving me. Like, it's why I was like, you left me behind at pitch plus 19. Like, at that point, I'm like, I don't, what? So. They literally have this as a whole thing. Like, really digging the bass on this soundtrack. Thanks, MST. All right, I'm going to go get my iced coffee whilst you all finish making your votes, and we watch Tari making what I imagine is going to be our main character staring at a bunch of math. I'm thinking, though, it's like the, you know, the one that you did for the Sherlock Holmes, with the Winona Ryder meme? I wonder if it's like him looking at with like his four hands, just sort of like two on his head and two staring. I'll be right back.
Oh. Trying to think of something good to draw. Don't want to draw the inside of the cockpit again, because that's gonna take me all day. Well, all night, more rather. have like no experience drawing spaceships, like 0.
Okay. Yeah, and I'm here to tell you, Imaginary Exponent, it gets worse. There's more where this came from. Okay. Also, hi, MST. And hello, Echo. Okay. Last call. Hey, everyone, it's okay because my orange cat has arrived.
Woo!
Sherbert is here. Sherbert's thinking about going to the top. He's thinking about it. Got to scratch first.
More like a dragon, not like a spaceship.
Thinking about it. Okay. Right. And yeah, I'm pretty much in the same boat, Imaginary. Okay, so here we go. So chat has decided to accelerate to 2000, roll plus 60, yaw minus 18. I have this image that chat was like, press a bunch of buttons all at once. Like, just do a bunch of things. All right. So 2000, roll plus 60. All right. I'm going to do that. Your port retro is torn by a low-power tractor beam. Reduce your shields by 1 point permanently. Stop reducing our shields. All right. We got a new one. Hang on. I'll take a picture. I think the thing I can't tell is I think we're actually doing this right. I think, but I just can't be sure. I'm not 100% certain. Okay, here we go. So, let me go back over to here. All right, here we go. So now the Star Spray has a pitch of plus 36.5, a roll of plus 52, a yaw of plus 6.5. The enemy has a pitch of plus 35, a roll of plus 60, a yaw plus 13, and relative speed of 2000. I can't believe this book expects that we're just going to know these terms. Can you imagine? This would have blown my mind as a 13-year-old. Anyway, you may maintain speed, yaw plus 10, maintain speed, roll plus 50, have speed, pitch plus 50. All right, so there we go. So we have... If we actually get this right, we are badasses. And by we, I mean all of you who actually are trying to do this without me just sort of trying to figure out what the hell is being said. Okay, so we've got, let's see, maintain speed. Yaw plus 10. Maintain speed. Roll plus 50. Have speed. Plus 50. Digging this soundtrack. Okay. Maintain speed, yaw plus 10. Maintain speed, roll plus 50. Have speed, pitch plus 50. Up, up, down, down, left, right, BA. You forgot select start, Darksteel. So we can get awesome grenades. All right, chat, there we go. So $ vote space 1 to maintain speed, yaw plus 10. $ vote space 2 to maintain speed, roll plus 50. $ vote space 3 to have speed and to do pitch plus 50. And as inspiration to all of you, I show to you My awesome cat. Hello, awesome cat.
Hey, kitty, kitty.
No, he's like, no, no.
Can't be human.
He's like, I was about to start chewing on some twist ties, Dad, when you came over. And I like how when you put the cats down, then the cat's just like, all right, this is what I was planning to do anyway all along. I was just going to, wander over. Thank you, Imaginary. Yeah, that's my cat, Sherbert. He's super, super friendly. My other cat, Ganesh, is also awesome, and they are best buds with each other. And they are half brothers, I believe, because they have the same dad. Much fluff. Yep. Yeah, he's pretty great. He automatically, he's pretty much instant purr. Like, the minute you start, he's just like purr, 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 purr. Ganesh takes a little more time to get purring. But okay, so we have... Now, I have to say, chat, as you're making your decisions here, anyone who's willing to talk about, here's the actual explanation as to why this makes sense, I'd certainly like to hear it, because I don't know what the hell is going on right now. I know the basic thing with the axes, but I'm so lost in terms of... It's so weird to do this with there's no pictures, there's no charts, there's no, it's just... I'm just staring at it. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if we're trying to get behind the ship, maybe, to attack it, or if we're trying to get on the same... I imagine we're trying to get close to it, and then we can try to blow it up, I guess. Are they relatively close? Because that's the thing. I don't honestly know, MST. That's the thing. I feel like the book didn't give us any details at all. It's just like, all right, go ahead and do this thing. And I'm like, but what am I trying to do? I'm trying to get close enough to destroy... I'm trying to destroy the ship. But, Oh, man. Why did I not know, Tari, that this soundtrack goes so hard? I did not know that.
It's been too long?
That's probably it. It's really good.
Speaking of spaceships, I had some friends over the long weekend.
Okay.
From Germany. And we played a very interesting board game called Nemesis. Which is basically, imagine it's a Hero Quest style game.
Okay.
But you have to, it's basically Aliens, Alien the movie.
Okay.
And you have to escape a spaceship that's being invaded by aliens. It's we
Sounds
died
familiar.
horribly. Did not go well for us.
That sounds really familiar.
It was fun though, despite us having all the worst fucking luck.
That's cool. Kind of like the Pandora Expedition. There was another one too. Oh God, was it Space Hulk? There was an old game by not Fantasy Flight. It might have been Games Workshop maybe, called Space Hulk, where you were wandering through and you were playing Marines.
That would be Games Workshop because that's a Warhammer thing.
Yeah. So but it was the board game was you're playing a Space Marine and you're going through and dealing with those other ones. So, it says this is not going to be. It says this is not going to be a low turnout election. Wow, looks like turnout has been off the charts. That's good. Wow. Fulton County, this is in Georgia, said 30,000 votes were cast by 9 a.m. today. They started today's voting with 443,000 votes. In 2020, they had 517,000 votes total. So they are almost halfway to what they need to hit their total 2020 turnout, with 10 hours left to vote. Good God. And Fulton County is where Atlanta is. Also, shout out to all the poll workers today. Philly is going to beat their 2020 vote totals by 1 p.m. In fact, Philly has already beaten its 2020 vote total now. Wow. 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 Wild. All right, that's good. Hi, Big Boss. Okay, so it looks like, chat, we have maintain speed, yaw plus 10 is tied with have speed, pitch plus 50. So, do we have any? We're going to need someone else to break this tie. MST asks, Tari, you're German, you must know Perry Rodan.
Perry Rodan.
Perry Rodan? Perry Rodan?
Yeah. Well, no is a lot. That was a bit before my time. It's like an old sci-fi book series, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
You like always see like collectors at like conventions and stuff, getting the old books. But yeah, that's like more your generation, I think. Even before that, probably.
Just helping with spaceship art. Okay. Yes, I like to hear that. Yeah, definitely before my generation. Definitely anything that's, before my generation. That's what it's all about.
So I just see the books always. Like I think they started a new comic book adaptation some time ago, like a few years ago.
Really?
Yeah, that's like where I've mainly seen it at like comic book conventions. But yeah, knowing is a big statement here.
Let's see.
I don't know what I'm doing. Oof.
I don't know what you're doing yet either, but it looks kind of cool. Is that a ship?
Lipstick.
Or is that a laser?
No. That's supposed to be the pirate ship.
Oh, cool.
I'm just doing random shapes and things because, like, I remember, like, many years ago, I saw like a thing about an artist designing spaceship, like Star Wars style spaceships, based on various household objects. There was one based on a straightening iron, and another one based on like a shampoo bottle and stuff like that.
That is kind of funny that you're just like, you have this sort of vaguely small sense of panic in your voice as you're just like, just random shapes. I'm just going to do random shapes and colors and it will work out. Like, that's space. All right, chat, let's get, we've got last call up here, so let's get a vote to break this tie. It's right now tied between maintain speed, yaw plus 10, or have speed, pitch plus 50. Feel free to chat with each other, feel free to change your vote, feel free to add a vote to one or the other, but if I try to both maintain speed and have speed, then the ship is going to burst into bits, so let's not do that. Let's not make that happen. And yes, if you have not voted yet, you can see, as you see, I have my I voted sticker. Please do vote. Do it now. Turnout so far in Michigan is going to break all kinds of records. Pennsylvania, Philadelphia has already beat their 2020 totals. This is very good news for us. It's very good news for the side of those who prefer democracy over fascism, which if you're not that, you should not be on my channel. So it's very good news, but we need everyone to get out there. The stronger vote possible, the greatest vote we can get, the better. Because again, it almost, think of it as the more votes we get, the louder our voice becomes. So think of it that way. All right. Oh no, we've changed vote again. We are tied up again.
Looks like some kind of like rattle, like a baby toy. What have I done? Do you really like that one spaceship design from Interstellar 55555, which is the Daft Punk anime movie where they have a spaceship based on an e-guitar? Because of course I do.
I'm thinking of like Space 1999, but that's not. Which I had a little action thing of it. That's not the same thing. All right, going once, going twice. All right, maintain speed, yaw plus 10 it is. Y'all ready for this? Oh no, there were. My daughter loves the. I think it's in. It's either in Space Jam or like one of the Lego movies where they do that, and then they're like, "Oh no, they were ready for that." Like, she loves quoting it. I don't remember what it was, but is it Space Jam? Okay. All right. Your vessel is blasted by an atomic torpedo. Reduce your shields by 1 point permanently. I wish I knew if this was good or bad. Like if it's scripted, we have to do this. But we haven't been told that we've been blown up. So it's probably a good sign. All right, let's see. All right. All right, here we go. All right, Chad, here it is. Here we are. So now where we are is Star Spray is pitch plus 54, roll plus 82, yaw plus 3. Enemy has a pitch plus 35, roll plus 60, yaw plus 13. That feels like we're getting pretty close to them now. Relative speed 2,000. You may, oh my god, have speed, pitch plus 67.5, roll plus 30, yaw minus 3.5. How did this guy even design this? Maintain speed, pitch plus 50, yaw minus 10, or maintain speed, pitch plus 52.5, roll plus 30, yaw plus 27.5. All right, all clear? Clear as mud, right? Everyone got that?
Clear as coal. Clear as coal, my guy.
Everyone totally understands it. You're just having to make cool shapes, Tari. I'm having to sit here and try to explain what the hell I'm actually asking everyone to do.
I'm not sure if baby toys are necessarily like if that they qualify as cool shapes.
I mean,
I'm trying.
Have you seen a Cybertruck in the wild? Some people design things after baby toys.
No, because those things are legal in Europe. So no, I haven't seen a Cybertruck in the wild. And yes, I am very smug about it.
You remember when before in the green room I was talking about how I'd like to move to Oxford? I'm just telling you right now.
Well, I should mention illegal in the EU. So I don't know about the UK. So,
you'll figure that all out by they'll figure that, not you. They will figure that all out by the time we get there.
Sure.
Plus 52.5. Roll plus, what is that? Roll plus 30. And yaw plus 27.5, question mark. All right, here we go, chat. There is a Cybertruck around here, and it is the stupidest looking. I thought people were overestimating it because Elon Musk is an awful person. It really is the dumbest looking thing I have ever seen. Like, it literally doesn't even look symmetrical. Like, it looks like there's just edges that are off. And if you ever to get hit by an edge of that, you get destroyed because it's like everything is an angle. It looks like an Escape from New York outtake. It is so dumb. And it costs like some ungodly amount of money too, like $100,000, some incredible amount of money. Like, why would anyone? That's not a good sign, Effect Life, that you're saying there's no logic in those options. That's very disturbing because I have no idea. I have been lost since we began this little sequence of the book. I mean, is that... Yeah, I was going to say, is that good or bad? Because, like, I don't...
How did that quote from Lucky Number 11 go again? About being on both sides of the fence.
Oh...
You know which quote I mean, right?
I think so. But Oh, God. Lucky number 11. It has been...
Does not help that I've only seen the German dub, so...
I honestly
like
barely remember.
I watched that movie so many times. Jesus. That was before I had like a stable internet connection at home, which took me embarrassingly long because...
I got it. I just found it. It is...
What is it?
Yeah, that's right. Ben Kingsley is in this.
Yes.
I am a bad man who doesn't waste time wondering what could have been when I am what could have been and what could not have been. I live on both sides of the fence. My grass is always green. Consider, Mr. Fisher, there are two men sitting here before you, and one of them you should be very afraid of. Where's my money?
Yes. So we also need to make sure that we're on both sides of the fence.
My grass is always green.
It's like in response to Slevin saying, if this is some kind of the grass always being greener kind of thing.
Yep. Tari, this is actually going... I see. It took me a while, and then I was like, I love that. I love the expression on Skylord, who's like diving towards something random while the freaking pirate ship is going up here. Like this image of like, what are we even doing like, with this ship?
Well, I don't know what I'm doing, so...
Oh, I mean, look, same, very much, obviously. Okay. Picture you all like rudder. Okay. And close. All right, we're going to have speed, pitch plus 67.5, roll plus 30, yaw minus 3.5, make a sandwich, play a tune, and stream Netflix. That's what we're going to do. That's how this is all going to go down. All right. Your cabin flashes with the sparks of a delta ray. Deduct 2 points from your stamina. Oh, all right. Well, that's not the ship stamina, actually. All right.
We can see delta rays, aren't those? Oh wait, I guess we are not humans, so.
That's right. That's right.
Maybe we can see them. Maybe I'm mixing something up here.
It's just reminding. This is reminding me a lot of a very slow version of FTL.
FTL?
Faster Than Light. Have you played that game?
I have not.
You might like Faster Than Light. It's a it's kind of it's a roguelike or light. I don't remember which.
You already lost me.
Yeah, okay. Well, normally I don't like those games either, but this is one where you're running a ship that is traveling from one part of the galaxy to the other, and as you go along, you have different encounters. You have like space combat as well. You can outfit your ship, but you get like a top-down cutaway view of your ship, and like so you can like open doors, close doors, assign crew members to things, and you can pause it. So it's kind of like a real-time with pause situation. And it is pretty cool. I liked it. But it's a little bit hard to explain. All right, chat. Sorry. So I'm gonna have to do the best I can, but this is sort of like a 2-page thing. So here we go. So here's where we are. Star Spray, pitch plus 21.5. Roll is 112. Yaw is plus 19.5. Okay? So pitch plus 21.5. Roll is 112. Yaw is plus 19.5. Then for the enemy, we have pitch plus 35. Roll plus 60. Yaw plus 13. The relative speed is 1,000. Okay? So we can maintain our speed and course. We can maintain speed, pitch plus 2.5, roll plus 90, yaw plus 37.5. Or have speed, pitch plus 30, roll plus 5. You ever get to that stage, chat, where like you're going along and all of a sudden you're like, you're starting to like say words and the words no longer have any like definitive pattern in your own mind. You're just repeating sounds. We've entered that stage for me. I'm just like, yaw, thing, blav, stew, blaze, lubada, klubada, klubada. This is what it is like to live in Trump's head, no doubt. Like, karsh, blabis, bluk, blada. Okay, so maintain. All I keep thinking when I see maintain speed and course is the awesome episode of Star Trek, the original series, The Doomsday Machine, where the Commodore, who takes over the Enterprise for reasons, says maintain speed and distance. And when they try to attack this Doomsday Machine, and it doesn't work, and Spock is like, we cannot take more of this. I urgently recommend withdrawal. And the Commodore's like, recommendation noted. Fire! It's good. And it's actually the guy who played the Commodore, William Wyndham, modeled his Commodore on the old movie Mutiny on the Bounty, because the captain, who's on trial for a variety of things that happened, during the trial he has these, like, you know, the stress balls that you, like, roll around in your hand type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And he, like, so he keeps rolling them around and, like, fiddling with them, and it gets, like, more agitated, like they roll around faster or whatever. And so what Wyndham did was he took these two, like, data discs for the Enterprise, and he's, like, going between the two of them, because he's, by the time this happens, like, he's obviously kind of lost it, basically. And so he's obsessed with destroying this machine, even though he clearly can't with the, like, weaponry of the Enterprise. And so he modeled it after that, where he was, like, trying to demonstrate, you know, his sort of, like, fading mind and all that. It's good stuff. Oh, sorry, Kane Mutiny. Yeah, you're right. Not Mutiny on the Bounty. Sorry, Kane Mutiny. That's right. But it's the metal bearings. That's right. And he's talking about, is it the blackberries or the raspberries? He has this whole thing where he's like, I knew that, or the strawberries. I knew there was something wrong. There's something about the berries, like they stole berries from him. Strawberries, yeah. That's right, the Kane Mutiny, yep. So William Wyndham modified that. It really is a cool episode. And that actually was written by, oh wait, let me not get this wrong. I want to say that episode was written by the famous science fiction writer Theodore Sturgeon, but I may be wrong about that, so hang on a second. I might be wrong, so just hang on a second. Nope, I was wrong. But I understand why I thought that. It's Norman Spinrad. Also big time science fiction writer. Norman Spinrad. Michael Caine was part of a mutiny. Yeah. I played Faster Than Light. In fact, I would have kept playing it, except that my save got corrupted. All right, so the vote is up, I believe. I believe the vote is open. So again, chat, $ vote space 1 means we maintain speed and course. $ vote space 2 means we maintain speed, pitch +2 +5, roll +90, yaw +37.5. And $ vote space 3 means we have speed, pitch +30, and roll +5. I can't believe this whole section is in here.
Yeah, I'm gonna call this one done because I don't know what I'm doing.
That's cool. I like the shading on that, though. That's super cool.
Thank you. At least one good thing.
All right, that's fine, Echo. So the pirate ship, that's the front of the ship that we're looking at, by the way?
Yes.
Is that what it is? Like the shark teeth?
It's like supposed to be the top part, the black part, that's like the cockpit.
I thought you were going to draw eyes up there somehow. Like the eyes on the thing, so it's like, you know what I mean? Like two on the nose, pretty much.
I see. No, that's the ones in the back. Because, they don't have sharks in space, so it's like some kind
No,
of
I know, but I thought it was going to be,
creature.
I thought it was going to be goofy, like why would you do that?
I see.
Like, see, we're awesome. And you're like, no, you're trying too hard type of thing. Everything looks better with googly eyes. That's true. All right, I think we're closing in on being done with this little section. I don't know whether to be really impressed with this section or to be like, what the hell is this? Because, like, I can't believe he did all of this. Like, he somehow created all this. Obviously, he traced it out somehow. But, I mean, this book came out in 1988. Like, so he just... man. I'm impressed. But also troubled. All right. Maintain speed and course. All right. Aha. All right, chat. Test your luck. So I need someone, please. anyone can do this, but one person has to decide to do it. $. Oh, no kidding. Really, MSD? That's oh, wow. That's interesting. What a tribute. Okay, so if you can roll in chat, we need one person to do it. And you're going to be trying to roll 2d6. You're trying to roll a 9 or less. So Echo, if you are willing to do so, then I need... Okay. That means that we are unlucky. Okay. So we are doomed. Well, we're not doomed, but after further drastic maneuvers, and it says, it emphasizes drastic, your situation is this. I got a tenor. I know. We have chosen poorly. All right. Okay, so here we are. But we got to test your luck thing, which means we're closing in on the end of this sequence. Okay, here we go. Star Spray is now pitch plus 20, roll plus 30, yaw 0. The enemy is pitch plus 35, roll plus 60, yaw plus 13, relative speed is 1,000. So will you maintain speed, pitch plus 55, yaw plus 13, maintain speed, pitch plus 55, roll plus 90, yaw plus 13, or maintain speed, pitch plus 55, roll plus 30, yaw plus 13. So it looks like the second and third options are exactly the same, except the third one is roll 30 and the second one is roll 90. So, and the first one, we don't roll at all. So basically all three are the same, except the first one you don't roll at all, second one you roll 90, third one you roll 30. So let me put that in there. That's got to be a good sign. That means we have like more limited options, which means that we've gotten things closer, I guess. Randomly, he said. All right. Maintain speed. Pitch plus 55. Yaw plus 13. Maintain speed. Pitch plus 55. Roll plus 90. Yaw plus 13. Yaw. Or maintain speed. Pitch plus 55. Roll plus 30. Yaw plus 13. There we go. The art looks cool. It really does look cool. Well, I mean, listen. You're riding with TariToons here. Obviously, the art's going to be cool.
Thank you.
And so, and momentarily, we're going to leave this behind so that Tari has something cooler to draw.
Something less headache-inducing would be nice.
No kidding. I feel the same way. I was just like, what am I doing? All right. I am relying entirely, like no joke, on chat to just be like, this. Like, I am so hopeful that the smart people are know what they're doing. The art looks cool, but Tari got the yaw wrong. Incorrect yaw, Tari.
No, I didn't. It's because it's relative to the ship, not relative to any other axes, right? So we can't tell what position the ship was in before. So.
Yeah. What do you think about that, Darksteel? All right, last call, last call. Let's hope the smart people know why they're doing is why we all need to vote. Yes, I agree. Listen, I feel very confident in being able to comment and etc. I feel, comfortable with my vote, etc. When it comes to figuring out what the hell we've been doing for the last 10 minutes, I am relying on you amazing people. This is why we have specializations in our society. Going once, going twice. All right, we're going to maintain speed. Pitch plus 55. Roll plus 90. Yaw plus 13. All right. Ah, we did it. We did it. Okay, listen. Your position relative to the Grand Archipelago is pitch 0, roll 0, yaw 0. You are directly behind it. You fire your lasers at its most vulnerable spot and then roar away. Several seconds later, the pirate ship explodes in a massive fireball of heat and light. After a moment's jubilation, you switch back into Time Warp and continue on to Arok and your main mission. Right there, chat. It says it right there. You people freaking did it. Man, Kamala Harris is totally winning this election. This is the clear sign. Never mind all the early vote. We just figured out how to somehow manage to pitch, yaw, roll through the thing. Wow. Good work, people. I would have never figured out what the hell you were all doing. You were trying to zero out the relative position. That is wild. Great. Seriously, I'm not even joking. Great work. Also, I am giving us a save point right now because I don't ever want to go back to that again. I mean, but honestly, it was super cool. Like, I can't even believe that we were able, that he did that. I just can't believe we did that. Like, freaking amazing. All right. Also, we're actually going to...
actually had to do math for this one? This wasn't just like you pick some random numbers and hope for the best?
I'm assuming that they all had complicated... Well, see, Effect Life, I was about to say I thought you had some complicated formula, and now you tell me you were just choosing random ones that felt okay. All right, listen, I mean, that's what Han Solo does when he flies the Falcon, so... All right, eventually you reach Arok. Good news, chat. We have reached Arok. We're in the main freaking quest, thank God. Exit from the warp. However, as you maneuver the star spray through the atmosphere's defenses of mines, projectiles, and atomic blimps...
Oh, cool. Atomic blimps.
You are detected and attacked by an automated defense module. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Not the defense module. All right. Where's my defense module at? All right. Defense module. Okay. So that's the end of Evermore. I really almost want to play it again. I really like that soundtrack.
But the game is just...
No, it doesn't fit.
Like, no, it's just like, oh, you mean the soundtrack? Oh,
soundtrack.
I was like, you want to play the game again? It's
no.
The
Not
soundtrack. That good.
No, I meant the soundtrack, not the game.
Yeah, I mean, we can.
All right, I'm gonna play it again. I'm making since you think it's okay, we're gonna make an executive call. Okay, defense module. So this has a rating of 6. It has lasers of 2, which frankly that sucks. So we should be okay here. Rating of 6 means it's a tie, and I don't know what happens if there's a tie. So let's see. So when we're fighting in star combat, let's see. If your rating number is greater, otherwise your opponent will shoot first. Well, since it's tied, I'm going to say that we get to shoot first. So all we have to do is roll less than or equal to our laser number. So, Echo, since you started doing the dice, can you roll 1d6 for us, please? And what we're looking to do here is we're looking for a 4 or less. So you're looking for a 4 or less. Beep-a-beep-a-beep. Perfect. All right. There you go. When we do that, we deduct 2 shields from them, which means they're down to 4 stamina. Now they retaliate, so they will roll 1d6. And they're going to roll a 4, and the 4 is higher than what they have for the defense module, so basically what I'm saying is they can suck it. All right, now you got to do that again. All right, see you, Darksteel Sport. Good luck with the atomic blimps. All right, so another 1d6 here, Echo. Again, we're looking for a 4 or less here. Nice, outstanding. It's down to 2. Now it's going to roll. This time, unfortunately, it did hit us, so we are down to 7 shields. All right, Echo, go ahead and fire away again. 4 or less here. Yeah, look at that. Nice work, Echo. No problem. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. All right, I'm going to bring our shields back up to full because we won that combat. I just had this image all of a sudden. My favorite Star Trek movie everyone knows is Star Trek 6, The Undiscovered Country. And I was thinking about the sequence where like the Klingon ship is coming around and Chang is on there is like, for that I will blow you out of the stars. And like the Klingon ship comes around and starts powering up its phasers. And Kirk is like sitting there trying to figure out what to do. And Chekhov is like, shields up, Captain. And then like Kirk is still staring at the screen. Shields up, Captain. And then someone's like, oh, Captain, our shields. And then he's like, signal our surrender. And they're like, what? He's like, we surrender. But I just remember the whole sequence of like the ship coming around and then everyone being like, why would you surrender? And the answer is because otherwise it's interstellar war. So I don't know why that came to me just now, but anytime I get to quote Star Trek 6 is a good time. Okay. We have won. We have defeated it, which means we're landing on the planet. We're here, chat. Believe it or not. Okay. You pilot the Star Spray northward toward Arok's main spaceport at Central City. The city soon appears, a large blue-walled fortress shimmering in the dawn light. But suddenly a red beam streams out from one of the city towers, scoring a direct hit on your craft. Your port thruster is pierced. Although it does not explode, you will have to crash land somewhere short of the spaceport. Will you veer towards a black swamp in the northwest or toward a purple desert in the northeast? Well. All right, so are we going to, again, hello, Sherbert. Are we going to, $vote space 1 means that we veer towards a black swamp in the northwest. $vote space 2 means we veer towards a purple desert in the northeast. So where are we going to veer towards, chat? Hi, Sherbert. Hello, awesome cat. Look at this good boy. You are a good boy. Hello. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Look at this boy. Yeah. I don't know if you can hear the purring.
I can't hear any purring.
He's really a sweetheart. Can I sit up without you moving? Ah, there we go. Hello, baby. Yeah.
Nobody check the previous drawings for like continuity, because I cannot be bothered to try and make the spaceship look exactly the same as it.
Did you change your yaw?
Yeah.
Is that what happened? Basically, I'm gonna zoom out, chat, so you can see more of. There he is. Look at him. Look at this cutie. Yeah. This is insanely cute. I just can't get the thing zoomed out enough to show you his paws. He's like, there he is. You see him. Yeah.
I had something similar like years ago, like sometime during the like in the early days of the lockdown. I had like an online D&D group thing, and my cat was like still like, she wasn't a baby, but you know, she was like a year old, maybe not even. So she was like still pretty tiny, and she like also fell asleep in my arm like that basically, and just stayed there for an hour.
Yeah. Oh, it is kind of the best. I love they do that. They also sometimes they'll be like they will also sometimes like go up to the cat tree behind me and just like fall asleep for hours. And I also like that because there's something very comforting about turning around and they're just hanging out all the time, like so. Hello. You're saying hi to all the people, handsome cat.
Idiot.
Handsome cat. My handsome cat, Sherbert. Yeah. And he's doing the kneading thing with his paws. It's hard. I don't know if you ever feel this way with Lorelai, but it always feels a little bit like it's hard to be too agitated about anything happening around in the world outside when you have a cat just chilling. You know, you're like, because you're like, well, I mean, the cat's chill, right? Like, so I'm sure everything's fine.
Oh yeah, it's like great as a distraction.
Yeah.
Also, like she has more important things to care about.
Right,
So,
exactly. It sort of like puts everything in perspective.
for example, there might be a jackdaw sitting in the garden, and we can't have that, so we need to sit at the window
Exactly.
and meep at it.
Or squirrels.
Yeah.
Like if you have a squirrel, oh man, like those squirrels. You can always tell because my cat's the tail is like
those
whipping.
star-studly squirrels.
The whipping back and forth because they're just kind of like, and the stare. I love it's the stare down, right, where they're just like my eyes are upon you. I am, I am upon you, and I'm watching. Chad, I hope...
we don't have any squirrels in the neighborhood though.
Oh really?
Yeah, we don't have enough. Like the way the entire neighborhood is like constructed, it's just like not enough tree density, basically, for squirrels to like really take place. There are squirrels a few streets over, but like not in our neighborhood. But we have a jackdaw plague instead.
What do you think about that, Sherbert? Jackdaws, what do you think? He's like, I think purr. Alright, I'm gonna last call this, chat, if I can get to it. Last call. I have only one arm at the moment, chat, so you'll have to, my left arm has been called for a higher purpose, which involves, providing a comfortable sling for my orange cat to rest in. So I hope you'll all understand that, that is going to be the most important thing right here.
Understandable.
I would never have believed in my life that I was ever going to own cats because I've always loved dogs, and I still think I'm a dog person. But I have to say, like, it was like they were like, all right, fine, we're going to make sure that he gets cats that are like so like dogs that he's going to be like, all right, these cats are actually pretty awesome. And that's pretty much exactly what happened. Like, these are like really great cats.
I miss having dogs. I grew up with dogs, so... But,
you could get a little one, right? At some point.
I don't want a little dog. I want a dog.
Oh,
like
yeah,
get
like a huge dog, like a Great Dane.
Oh my god.
Pyrenees, Great Pyrenees.
Like a Tibetan Mastiff.
Yeah.
Just a bear, like a literal bear.
The only problem with those though is they live so short lives because they're so, like that's hard. That's the only thing. I don't want a tiny dog. I like the medium ones, like a beagle, or I had our bull terrier mix that was like Lilo, who was like, gosh, she was about 43 pounds. She was just very dense. So this cat is conked out.
Catted out.
This cat is just out. Yeah. I highly recommend, chat. Obviously, if you can get shelter cats, that's great. But we got these from breeders because Siberians just can't get at shelters. Usually, they just don't show up there. And getting the Siberian, and obviously would never go to a pet store. So going to a breeder to get the Siberians, and it was a reputable, like a registered reputable breeder, meant that we knew exactly the medical condition of these cats when we got them, and we got them as kittens, basically. They were like, I don't know, they were like 6 months, something like that, old when we had them. So, and these guys will still be growing a little more. They reach full maturity when they're 5. So they'll probably end up being somewhere around the 14-pound mark, something like that. Right? Yeah? Right? What do you think? You are being a real love today. Yeah. Please do not claw my bee water friend shirt.
Well, that's a bad thing about having cats. They will destroy all of your favorite piece of clothes.
It's true. Though, they're honestly really good, though, about not... Like, they do, like, especially the couches, we tried to get, like, protectors, and they kind of work, but they've been pretty good about the clothes, honestly. The big thing that I just had to do was invest in a couple of really good lint rollers, because, like, oh my god, if I try to go to work, and I've got my blue dress pants, forget it. Like, yeah, you did that. Yeah, I know.
We just have the cheap ones from IKEA, and they do the trick.
Are you done?
Considering that Lorelai is mostly white, and that we... we're almost exclusively black in this household. Yeah, they work well enough.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Effect Life. I didn't know about that. Oh, that's so sad. Yeah, it's hard. I've done it. I've had multiple dogs in my life that I've had to say goodbye to, and it's never easy. Okay.
Yeah, I still sometimes cry over my old dog that I last saw when I was 12 or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He was a very good puppy.
Yeah. But they enrich our lives, and we, if we do our job right, enrich their lives. So it's like, it's sad, but like my grandmother apparently used to say, according to my mother anyway. Are you done? Are you getting off? Thank you for being with me. You can go up to the cat tree. But she used to say she didn't get any animals because she's like, well, then you're just going to miss them when they pass away. And my mom was like, yeah, but then that meant that we never had a pet to love ever. Like, it's like I don't think you really thought this through. Like, the classic better to have loved and lost and all that. Like, okay. So, sorry for that little cat break, chat, but I'm not really that sorry. It was very chill.
Cat text.
And you got a chance to actually see my cat in some detail. And now he is on the ground entering grooming mode. He's like, all right, I showed off. Now I'm going to be here. Okay, so we are going towards a purple desert in the northeast. You brace yourself as the star spray skims over a dune crest and plummets into a valley of sand and ash. Deduct 2 points from your stamina. Okay, now, Chad, I'm going to ask a question here, because that means we're down to 11. Can we take another provision tablet? I know that's going to leave us with 2, but then we'll be up to like 15 points. Oh, I'm glad about that, Effect Life, then. At least that was a way for you to kind of focus on something else. I'm glad about that, even though I'm sorry that, that was happening. Condolences. So, chat, are you willing to do the provision tablet and then we go up to 15 stamina? You can just tell me this in chat if we want to do this, because I feel like when we get to the 11 out of 18, I'm like, little nervous about that. So how do we feel about that? Are we all good on that score? Because we would still have 2 left over. Okay, you're going to take it? All right. We need to find something to improve our luck. We're down to 8 out of 10.
Rabbit foot.
That's true. It'll be an alien foot of some kind of alien foot. Yeah, exactly. You want a movie if you're a dog owner? This many events, there might be something to refill it. Okay, that's fine. We can think about that. So we have 2 votes for taking it and 1 vote for not. The only thing I would say about that imaginary is that's true. We might get some events to refill us without tablets, but we might also find something to refill the tablets. My worry, I mean, you're right. It's just that we can't take it during combat. That's the only thing. So I guess, are people in general, it sounds like people do want to take it. So Echo says don't take it. MST and Effect Life says do take it. So Imaginary Exponent, I don't know. What do you think? You want to say yes or no on the taking it?
We just can't take it anymore.
Exactly. I can't take it. I can't stand it. I know you planned it. I'ma set it straight this Watergate. Heck, let's take it. All right. I'm going to take 1. 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. God, I am loving this soundtrack. I don't know why I never paid that. I knew it was good, but super good. Maybe it's because it's like chill.
The composer is.
Yeah, I like, especially the bass line. It maybe just fits my mood and whatever. Yeah. The thing I would say too about the dog thing is there have been multiple studies that show that if you grow up with a pet in the household, what happened? What?
The composer is Jeremy Soule, so that would explain a thing or two.
Oh, no wonder. Oh my God. Is it really? Oh my God. Okay. That's wild. All right, so Jeremy Soule, for those of you who don't know, is an unbelievably great composer of video game stuff. He's the one who did the Icewind Dale soundtrack, which is spectacular.
Yeah, my fucking God.
He did Skyrim. My favorite one in that, Tari, is the one with when you get to Kuldahar, where it's like and you see the world tree and everything. Oh my God. So good. The world
tree is just a tree of Kuldahar.
Oh, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying.
I say massive fucking tree.
I was going to say, yeah.
No, it's not the world tree. It's the tree of Kuldahar.
The tree of Kuldahar. It's that, yeah. Wow. No wonder then.
Oh, he also did Neverwinter Nights. I didn't know that.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And of course, Skyrim. Yeah, he's, that explains it. Yep, and KOTOR. Yep. Okay. Anyway, to get back to the point I was going to say about the pets, without multiple studies have showed that it actually people who grow up with pets have a much greater sense of empathy. And it doesn't mean if you grow up with a pet that you won't have one. It's just that you won't be empathetic or anything. It's just that they've demonstrated that it really has this positive effect in all kinds of ways on your later development. Not even to mention about other stuff. So, oh, you posted an image of him? All right, let me check this out. Aw. Oh, what a sweetheart. Well, as we say, gave him a good life, affect life, and that has real value. So, all right. So it looks like we are okay. We did that. We did the 2 stamina. No. 3 stamina. Okay, right. Here we go.
Oh, apparently, wait. Secret of Evermore was his first video game score that he ever did.
Really?
Yeah.
Super cool. It really explains a lot because I was like, why is this so good? And now I know. Okay, for a long time you struggle over the purple dunes, baking under the blazing star of Sev. When evening arrives, you are still a long march away from the city walls. Nearby, a cluster of flat-topped pillars, arranged in a rough circle, jut from the desert floor. You are determined to camp there for the night. But when you arrive, you hear a peculiar, low-pitched gabbling. A pack of desert creatures or mutants must have smelt you from the surrounding dunes. You may wish to climb one of the pillars for safety, or you could try to sneak quietly away. All right, so $vote space 1, chat, means you climb one of the pillars for safety. $vote space 2 means you try to sneak quietly away.
Listen, paying $14.99 a month for a streaming app.
I don't care about this commercial. No. No, get out of here with the commercial. Nonsense.
Like, I don't know why about this desert thing, now that I'm like trying to imagine it, kind of makes me think of King's Quest, oh god, 7? Or 8? Which one is the one where you play as a princess? And the queen?
Listen, I got through King's Quest 3. But the later King's Quest, I have no idea.
Oh, no, that's like the only King's Quest I ever played.
Oh, really? Okay. No, I was one of the original few.
You know, because it's like designed to look like a Disney princess movie, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, little kid me was all over that.
I was thinking about the desert in Tatooine Desert, and especially the Mandalorian version of that. In season 2, where he meets the dude who I can never remember his name, and I should know, but he's the marshal, and they end up fighting this massive sandworm.
Like the blue guy.
Say again? No, not him. No, but that actually, the blue guy is the one who attacks this marshal. I can't remember his name though. Cade something. I don't know. That may be the blue guy, but anyway, he works with this marshal. And they fight this massive sandworm, and I can't remember the name of it, but the desert there has like things like this. This feels like desert music, actually.
Does the game have a desert? I don't think it does. It's like a swamp and a jungle, and I don't remember the other
cave systems. I remember a lot of cave systems in Evermore. Okay. All right, so we have 2 votes for sneaking quietly away and 1 vote for the pillar. I'm going to last call this. Again, chat, $vote space 1 means we try to climb the pillar. $vote space 2 means we try to sneak quietly away.
Remind me, why aren't we just flying to the city? I missed that part.
Why are
walking
we?
through
Well,
the
say that
desert.
again. Missed the part about why we didn't fly all the way to the city because we got hit by a defense laser beam that took out our port thruster. So that was basically why, which must have hit us from a good distance, actually.
I see.
You know how it goes, Tari. Like you're trying to land your ship, suddenly a defense beam, a laser beam hits your thruster, so you have to walk through the desert.
Happens all the time.
Yeah, it's just a Thursday. You know.
Tuesday.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what makes it unusual today. Okay, going once, going twice. All right, we're going to try to sneak quietly away. You follow a line of ragged starbrush along the base of a dune for several hundred yards, then run into a barrier, a sticky web. Savagely, you cut the web apart, but at this moment, you are set upon by a many-eyed, eight-armed beast wielding rocks, clubs, and knives. It's an Arok spider. Uh-oh.
It's knives.
Yeah, and clubs. It's like General Grievous, but not a robot.
I see.
So it's like, I'm going to attack. It's my General Grievous impression. I hope you all liked it.
Very accurate.
Thank you. Thank you.
I
All
actually have my Star Wars mug out today or this evening for my coffee that I always drink at the beginning of the stream.
Oh, nice.
Old episode 1 mug that I got as a kid.
Oh, very cool. Yes, that's right. Timothy Oliphant is Cobb Vanth. Yeah, Cobb Vanth. That's right. God, all the Star Wars names are cool and they all sound the same. Cobb Vanth, sure. Mandalorian.
All the Star Wars names are cool. I'm not gonna say it. Nope.
I don't mean cool as in, you know, they're really like neat. They're all very clearly Star Warsy. I guess I'll put it that way.
I see.
And also, I remember Timothy Oliphant's Cobb Vanth's big catchphrase is "think it through." I like him a lot. Arok Spider. So, Echo, what I need from you is 2d6 plus 9. That is going to be 2d6 plus 9 is going to be your skill. And then he also has 9. The good news is we have more stamina than he does. So, all right, rolled a 17. I rolled a 16, so he's already down to 2 stamina. All right, so one more time like that, and we can take him out, Echo. A 13. Uh-oh. He rolled a 16. We got hit that time. All right, so here we go again. 2d6. We're looking at 2d6 plus 9 again. There we go. And 19. 18. Wow. He tried, but we were better than he was. Nice job. Okay, good. We only got hit once. Excellent work. All right, we took him out. Now we get to loot this spider, right? Before you make your getaway, a dozen more spiders show up. What the what? After a fierce struggle, in the course of which you knock several spiders unconscious and plant your boots squarely in the face of another, you are overwhelmed, tied up, and beaten. Deduct 2 points from your stamina. Well, shoot. You are dragged for miles across the desert towards the spider's camp, arriving there at first light. That sounds bad. Bound and beaten, you are brought before the chief spider, Queen Slyn.
Well, she babbles. This one's so juicy and tender, and plenty of meat on them bones. Not at all like most I receive. We'll hang you up for several days, mind, just to let you stew a bit. Then it's yummy.
On her orders, you are taken away and strung up in a thick cocoon, dangling between 2 desert trees. To either side of you are many other cocoons containing a variety of creatures, big and small, but all quite lifeless. Not far away, a solitary spider guard is curiously examining the weapons recently taken from you. The other spiders have crawled into their underground nests to escape from the desert heat. Roll 1 die. All right, Echo. Roll 1 die for me, please. Roll 1 die, hope not to die. Just 1d6, just on its own, Echo. Yes, just 1d6. I just need you to roll 1d6. All right. Okay. In the heat of the afternoon, the spider curls up to sleep. Fortuitously, you have noticed, projecting from the nearest cocoon, a number of long, sharp quills belonging to the luckless creature within. You also have a few fingers poking from a small hole in your cocoon, so, swinging yourself across, you manage to grab a quill. Will you break its tip off or snap it off at its base? So $ vote space 1, chat, just the tip. $ vote space 2, head for the base.
Yeah.
Know what I'm saying? Sigh. Hey, what's up, Dark Sinner? So $ vote space 1, just the tip. $ vote space 2, head for the base. It's all good. You made it. You arrived. We're going to be here for another 25 minutes or so, so you were here. You get to watch Tari's amazing art while you decide if we should break it off at the tip or try to break it off at the base. So far, we are tied. $ vote space 1 is tip. $ vote space 2 is base. God, no wonder this is so good. There we go.
I don't know if this makes sense, but like the soundtrack doesn't really sounds like I would have never guessed that it was Jeremy Soule, right?
No, yeah. It's like exactly like now I'm like it's really awesome, but I wouldn't have thought that it was him. Yeah, but except to say that it's awesome. Yeah.
The rare landscape drawing from me.
Can we get some love for Tari? I think she's killing it every time. I mean, listen, you won't get any argument from me. Like, I am extremely fortunate that Tari and I have crossed paths. Like, awesome artist, awesome person.
And why did we cross paths? Because of Baldur's Gate.
That's it, which is from which all good things flow. Yes, totally agree. I have heard, by the way, good things about Dragon Age Veilguard. I've heard good things about it. I've heard that it
is it out now?
It just came out, yes, and I have heard good things about it. Yeah, and that their writing is quality. That's good start, Echo. Thank you. You can see all the. I'm sure Tari can feel the love.
Okay. I can. Thank you. I just finished playing Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines today, so
oh really?
I'm a bit behind. Yeah.
All right, so we'll get you caught up in about 15 years.
Briefly play it at release. Yeah. I very briefly played it at release. But I was a bit young back then. Came out in 2004, so I would have been 13 maybe. Yeah, it's definitely too young for that game. But now I finally played that. One more to tick off the RPG list.
Yeah. What I heard though was that the first few hours the writing is not great, but then the writing gets really exceptional after about 3 or 4 hours. And so it's like the first part's kind of more of an extended tutorial, but then the writing gets awesome. That's what I've heard. Now I don't know if that's true, but okay, so you need to test your luck. So Echo, we're looking for 2 dice. You need an 8 or less. 8 or less. Got to be lucky now. Need an 8 or less on 2d6. No super high roll here. Seven. Woo! Okay. We were lucky. All right. So, As you had hoped, the quill belonged to a brown-tailed rakoot, a creature found in huge herds on Arak. The quills contain powerful acid. Now you put it to good use by dripping it onto your bonds. Although you singe your fingers, deduct 1 point from your stamina, you successfully break free and rush at the dozy spider guard. All right, so the spider guard has got a skill of 6. Which, to be clear, is not as good as ours. And a stamina of 8, which, to be clear, is also not good. Yeah, exactly. Toxic bonds. Oh, is that true, Imaginary? Oh, interesting. All right, well, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I liked Dragon Age Inquisition. I didn't love Dragon Age Origins or Dragon Age 2. I did like Dragon Age Inquisition. So I am curious to see how Veilguard is, yeah. I'm kind of monitoring it, I guess, from a distance. All right, so...
There are a few games out there that pissed me off as much as Dragon Age 2. This game exemplates everything that was wrong with the industry during the time.
Wow.
Everything, yeah.
Yeah, well, like reused assets for one thing, I know for sure. Also, Echo
this game has 2 dungeons that just get copy-pasted over and over again. It's awful. It's just awful.
2d6. So go ahead and roll, Echo. We're looking at 2d6 plus 9 here, and then I will roll for the spider guard. And yeah, Imaginary, I don't know what it is. I just bounced off the game. I tried multiple times to like it, and I literally got to the last boss, and you're outside walking the last boss, and I'm like, eh. I don't know what it is. It just didn't click with me. I'm not sure why. And as I say, I wanted to like it so much that I literally ended up playing through it all the way to the end boss. And then I was like,
wait, which game?
Dragon Age Origins. I don't know why. I'm not sure. Just did not, was not my bag. All right, nice. We got him for 2 points. Okay, go ahead and roll again, Echo. Darkspawn General than always deaded, yeah. Yeah. I don't even... It was one of those things where, like... and again, a lot of people that I respect really like that game. So what do we get here? We got a 16... Oh, okay, 16. And a 15. Okay, we hit him again. Excellent. Hit it again. All right, go ahead and roll again, Echo. Yeah. Sometimes, too, as you know, Imaginary, sometimes there's games that just don't... They're good, but they just don't click with you, you know? So I think that's what happened with me. 13, all right. So far, so good. We are taking this guard out. Okay, one more hit, Echo. Let's see if we can finish this guy off.
I have a theory or hypothesis or whatever you want to call it.
Okay.
As to why this might be. One thing that really has become obvious to me in the more recent years of
nice job, Echo.
PC RPGs.
Mm-hmm.
Basically starting with the whole Renaissance, starting with Pillars of Eternity, and then everything that came after. Is that old RPGs, like in the style of Baldur's Gate and Co., have the massive advantage of building more upon the player's imagination of how characters act and look and the mannerisms and whatever.
Right.
The higher, the more the game shows you, the less lively it becomes, sort of, paradoxically. I think that the very recent stuff like Baldur's Gate 3, for example, it's kind of starting to get there. Because the animation and stuff and the technical fidelity and everything is starting to get there. But Dragon Age 1 definitely had that, where it's okay, now you have fully voiced dialogues with fully animated characters, with camera angles and shit, and it's
they didn't put it all together, is what you're saying. It was...
They weren't there yet.
Yeah.
The tech wasn't there yet to make up for everything that your brain was just automatically creating when looking at just a little character portrait next to a text box.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. I think there's something to that, actually, because it reminds me a little bit of, this is going to sound a little bit different, but I had the same experience playing... I loved the Mega Man games growing up, and I played Mega Man 1, Mega Man 2, Mega Man 3, right? Mega Man X always left me completely cold, and there was a very simple reason. It was zoomed in too far. Like, you literally can't see that much of the screen. And to me, what that did was it took away from the fascination of the world building, the weird laser platforms, like the ladder over there, which if I jump on this platform, I can get to this. It was just too zoomed in, which meant that the game felt sped up in a way I didn't like. But also, as you just said, like, it's zoomed in far enough that then I got to see more of the design and I didn't like it. Whereas when it was zoomed out further, I think my mind was filling in, right, like some of the gaps. So I agree with you. That's very interesting. I think that's smart stuff. Also smart, chat, is the fact that we managed to get away. Quickly, you gather your weapons and flee across the desert in the direction of the towering central city. Fortunately, the spiders do not follow, and in fact, your tracks are soon covered by a desert sandstorm. After a few hours, you stop to rest beneath a large sun cactus, not noticing in time this thing which I'm about to show you in just a second. Let me show you. I think Tari's going to like this too.
Is it monster time?
Maybe.
Maybe I should switch back to the stream.
It's a
page.
super cool monster. Hold on.
I was looking at photos of deserts for reference.
Oh, well, listen, I don't want to, take away from your awesome art experience.
Which might be why I was thinking of King's Quest earlier, because I was looking specifically at photos of the Arizona desert, because like of the pillars and stuff.
Yeah.
Like the first thing I thought of. And probably that's also what they use as a reference in that King's Quest game.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
So,
Okay, here we go, chat. Ready? So this is what you see. You don't notice in time the large score beetle you are sharing the shade with. That's right, chat. It's a score beetle. It's a scorpion and a beetle.
that's... Oh, I see.
Making it a score beetle. That's right. Skill 6, stamina 8. Echo, we need to battle. We go ahead and roll for please for that. You can tell by its eyes. So go ahead and roll for us again. 2d6 plus 9, please, Echo. And I agree. I think Imaginary, there's really a spot for both. I think that a game visually, when it is, this is what I think happens. I think Tari's onto something, but I would sort of expand it to say, I think that there's an asymmetry in role-playing development and game development in general, where you have this awesome imaginative story that you put together, but the visuals and the sound and everything are not up to it. Then you get the visuals and the sound, but in making those, the mechanics aren't quite right, the story kind of doesn't really hold up underneath it, and so the visuals and sound are good, but not the story. And so then you do another really awesome story, and eventually what you end up with is a game that kind of combines all of these things, where the graphics of the game match the story you're telling. And I'll give you an example of a game I think does that. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I think Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is both gorgeous visually and spectacular in terms of its writing. It's a great story. Most of the time, video games have what I would argue, when they say a video game has a great story, I usually think that means it's like an average, like it's an okay regular story. But now there are some games that have legitimately great stories and legitimately great visuals to match. So, okay. So we start with a 16. All right, Echo, thank you. He rolls a 15, so he gets hit. Okay, next roll, please, Echo. Rock you like a Lucy in the sky with diamonds. Lucy in the sky with diamonds. That half-breed must die. Score beetle. All right, 16. 10. All right. Go ahead and roll again there, Echo, for me. So far, so good. Knock on wood. Oh, I made a rhyme. Today's choice of OST is The Secret of Evermore. And we found out that it's by Jeremy Soule, who's the guy who did the Coder soundtrack, who did the Icewind Dale soundtrack, which I think is his best, who did the Skyrim soundtrack, which is awesome as well. So, great composer. Yep. 16. Okay, 13. And apparently, according to Tari's research, this was his first soundtrack. The Secret of Evermore. All right, so he's down to 2 stamina. All right, let's bring this home, Echo. And I'm going to recommend we think about doing another one of these provision tablets Maybe we can save it for a little bit, but we're kind of gotten nickel and dimed a bit here on some stuff. All right, good. We did take out the score beetle, so that's good. All right, we did win. Good job by us. I'm going to give us a save point because we fought a couple of combats successfully, and we dealt with those spiders as well. Okay. In the afternoon, you trek onwards over massive tumbling dunes through troughs of sand and ash along rocky desert valleys. Standing on a dune, you notice 2 large air barges skimming frantically across the desert, engaged in combat. Eventually, one barge breaks away, trailing smoke and flames. The other barge is quite close. Should we wave at it to attract attention, or do we prefer to hide and wait until it passes? So, chat, let me
What's
open.
that called again? Jawas? Vibes here?
Right, or I was either thinking that or it's Jabba's sail barge. Either one of those might be, problem. All right, chat. So, $ vote space 1 means we wave at it to attract attention. $ vote space 2 is to prefer to hide and wait until it passes. Divinity Original Sin 2, yeah, you might like Pathfinder. The Pathfinder Kingmaker game was okay, but the Kingmaker part kept getting in the way of my role-playing game. I was like, I just want to play the role-playing, I don't want to play this other stuff, so I kind of didn't finish those. I liked the Black Geyser that I played on GOG. That was really cool, I enjoyed that. One game that I thought had a good story and pretty solid graphics was a game called Tyranny. That was quite good. A lot of Obsidian-based stuff is good as well. Why do we wait till... Well, you know the deal with Star Wars, right, Big Boss? Like, there's always a bigger monster. So, there's always another big one that arrives. I really like Tyranny a lot, Prince Justin. I think that game was underrated. Hello. I hear you. Hello?
Like, heavily delayed.
Oh. I see.
God.
I see. All right. Well, we've got about another 10 minutes, Tari.
Test.
That's what we're looking at. I hear you. Yep, you're there.
Okay, cool.
So we got another...
You guys are talking about Tyranny, and I can't even join in on the of Tyranny.
Yeah, it's good, right? I really like Tyranny. Some good NPCs in that as well. It's like some really interesting NPCs. I actually, frankly, I like Tyranny better than I like Pillars of Eternity. Pillars of Eternity, I finished it, and the White March, which is the first White March Part 1, I liked. But I actually really like Tyranny better, I have to say. Right, and if you don't like Tyranny, vote. Exactly. You see that, Big Boss? Right there. I voted right there. But I do like Tyranny, though, so I'm conflicted. I like that Tyranny, not this other Tyranny. To say. It's, the
I like
thing...
Pillars of, no characters.
Go ahead, you broke up, Tari.
Like
But you're
Pillars of
back.
Eternity had some... Oh, assist?
Yeah, you're back. You're good.
What's happening with the internet? It's saying I have a connection.
I don't know. You're back.
Like Pillars of Eternity, the first one, has easily some of my favorite companion characters in RPGs, like period. Like I think oh god, what was her name? The Quiet Mother, Silent Mother?
Yeah. Yeah, she's good.
And Dorans are easily so fucking good. Like,
was Durance the obnoxious fire priest guy? Was that?
Yes,
oh
he was
God, I hated
awesome.
him.
He was
God.
a horrible person.
So annoying. No, I mean he was very well written. I just hated him.
Oh yeah. No, but that was like the point. Like the fact that they managed to write him in a way where you would or I anyway, felt compelled to still take him along, even though he was a horrible person.
Yeah.
That takes some skill.
I mean, Chrono's right about this though.
That takes some serious skill.
Chrono Travis is right though. He never stopped talking. Like he never shut up. Like just please, for the love. I honestly, the problem I had with Pillars actually was less. I thought the lore was fine. Like it wasn't overwhelmingly awesome to me, but I thought it was fine. I thought the story was fine. The thing that annoyed me about Pillars is I found the combat very like loose. Like it was sort of like I make a fireball and it sort of goes towards the enemy and it sort of semi-affects them kind of, but it felt very it just didn't feel tight. It felt spongy and like I wasn't really, as opposed to in the Infinity Engine games, as you know, where you fire at something, you hit it, wham, like Celasta, you hit something, you hit it, you feel that you get the sense that combat's just more direct. I felt like Pillars was much more that I was like creating a bunch of conditions and then sort of like pushing those conditions kind of vaguely towards my enemy, I guess. That really bothered me about Pillars. I found the combat not satisfying at all. But, obviously reasonable people can disagree. But I really enjoyed the sort of the story-based stuff that we got from Tyranny. Really like Ghosts of Dragonspear as well. I actually met a guy, I had met him last year, but he just got a job as a narrative designer at Beamdog. That is the one that put out Dragonspear, the Siege of Dragonspear and stuff like that. And they did all the extended or enhanced editions.
The reason why I'm here.
Because of Beamdog, yeah. So I thought you would like that. You're going to vote for this individual? Let me see. What is this individual?
Like the main issue I have with Tyranny is that it was unfinished.
I see, Echo. Fair enough. Yeah, that's true. They needed a little more, They need a little more of it. All right, chat. We are going to try to hide. Okay. The enemy's barge eventually disappears. About 5 minutes to go, chat. The enemy's barge eventually disappears. Let me get rid of that window capture. Eventually disappears from sight over the dunes, and you continue your journey in peace. Late in the day, only a few miles from the city, you come upon a tall metal structure. At first glance, this resembles a peculiar mushroom-shaped sculpture. Then you realize it is creaking, expanding out and up. It is alive. On a boulder nearby squats an odd, toad-faced creature half your size. In a dignified voice, it speaks to you. "Ah, sir, would you be so kind as to assist me? A precious heirloom of mine has been stolen by a scurrilous bandit. A human, in fact. He is locked in his dwelling yonder," pointing to the metal mushroom, "and will not come out." At some small inconvenience, you agree to aid the creature. The toady creature points out to you the heavily barred entrance to the strange dwelling. In a short time, you cut the bars and enter a dim passage. Suddenly, you hear a high-pitched whine from the darkness ahead. Will you kneel down and draw your laser pistol, or will you brace yourself, ready to throw your electro javelin? So, let's see. So I'm going to... All right, so $vote space 1 means kneel down, because you hear a high-pitched whine from the darkness ahead. $vote space 1 means we kneel down and draw our laser pistol. $vote space 2 means we brace ourselves, ready to throw our electro javelin. What's it going to be? Everyone's kneeling down and doing the laser pistol. Okay, good. I have to say, Tari, I know this book is we're going to have one more session to finish it off, but I have been enjoying. It's been like a kind of chill game. You know what I mean? Even with the weird math section, it's been kind of chill. So Prince Justin, what we did was we managed to beat that pirate ship. We got to the planet finally where our main quest is, but we got shot down by a defense laser outside the city, so we landed in a purple desert. We started walking along the desert. We found a bunch of spider creatures that beat us up and took us to the queen. We managed to escape by snapping off a quill from one of the nearby cocoons, which had been attached to a porcupine-like creature that was dead. We used the quill to break out of our bonds and fight the spider guard. Then we fought a creature called a score beetle. Then we got past the score beetle. There were these two barges, like sail barges, that were fighting each other, and we hid until they left. And now we just found a toad-faced creature who asked us to recover an heirloom from him that a bandit has taken. And so now we are inside that place. We have just sat down. And now we're about to talk about what happened. I don't know yet, Echo. I was going to do, I have a new single player one called Legacy of the Green Flame, which I'm very excited to try. However, I may not be doing that next because I think that this is going to be something that we're playing with Genly. So I haven't picked out what that adventure is going to be. I'm not sure yet, to be honest with you. I'm thinking about a couple of different options. I just found out that there's a new introductory Eberron adventure, too, that takes people from level 1 to 5 by Keith Baker. So that's definitely something I'm going to check out. But that's not a one-shot. That's like a kind of a mini campaign. So, all right. So we've decided to sit down, kneel down. That's a good idea. And the reason it's a good idea is because the whining ceases and there is an explosion as an invisible spectron pellet explodes over your head. Deduct 2 points from your stamina. All right. So that brings us down to 8. So chat, before we go on, I'm going to recommend, should we eat a provision tablet? Because we're now in the yellow, the orange here. We're 8 out of 18. If we have one provision tablet, that'll bring us up to 12. Can I eat a provision tablet? Just tell me in chat quickly if you want to do that or not. I know we're trying to be careful, but we'd rather have hit points than, provision tablets. So right now we're sitting at 8. So Big Boss says yes.
Yeah, because Big Boss, the character, is always hungry.
That's true.
Like his whole thing.
It's a good point. Dinner time. All right, so we're going to have one of these. All right, good. Excellent. Okay, so now you can hear the bandit laughing further along the passage. There's also a loud click. He's load. Test your luck. All right, Echo, we need to roll 2 dice here. We're looking for a 7 or less. Looking for a 7 or less here. Oh, we rolled a 10. We were not lucky. So, we are unlucky, which means... What happens when we're unlucky? Okay, there we go. Another pellet explodes. Deduct 3 points from your stamina. Blah. The bandit leaps forward, scimitar in hand. You attack the bandit with your javelin. All right. So the bandit has a skill of 7, which is worse than us. That's good. And a stamina of 8, which is 1 point less than us. So, all right. Go ahead, please, Echo. 2d6 plus 9. Let's take out this bandit. How dare this? Hopefully this bandit has food. Hopefully this bandit has health stuff. Hopefully the toad gives us some stuff. Okay, a 15. Oh, 17. That was unfortunate. All right, we got hit that time. Try again here, Echo. All right, there's an 18. 14. All right, we hit him that time. Good job. Okay, next roll. Next roll. How many arms? This bandit has 2 arms, whereas we have 4. So advantage us. Double the arms, double the value. That's us. All right, next roll, please, Echo. Yeah, lucky for him, exactly. Man, we got to get something to improve our luck, though. 6 out of 10 is not great. Oh, no problem, Echo. It's all good. Just waiting on that new one. Okay, we got an 18. He rolls a 16. Outstanding. All right, he's down to 4 stamina. Let's do that again, Echo. Do not like that 6 out of 10 luck. But I'm hoping that we're going to get something down the line. 17. Very good. I rolled an 11. Outstanding. All right. One more roll to take down this bandit. Oh, no. We're going to have to eat one of these provision tablets, I'm afraid. We're going to have to do it because we're down to 5. We can't do it in combat. We're going to have to win this combat first. All right, go ahead and roll again. Fortunately, that 12 was not optimal, I'm sorry to say. Ugh! Ugh! No more of the 13s! Ugh. We are in big trouble. All right. We got to get this guy. We can do it. Come on, high roll. I'm going to roll mine first, just so I see who we have to beat. 12. All right. I got 12. We can beat a 12. 14. Yay. All right. I'm not even going to ask chat this time, because if we don't eat this, we're in big trouble. So we're up to 7 stamina, but we're out of provisions. But we did beat the bandit. We better get some good loot from this dude. All right. So we defeated the bandit.
Loot from the dude. Doop-a-doop.
And now the toad-faced creature appears behind you. Okay, let's see. Okay, here we go. This picture is actually pretty fun. Here's what he looks like, chat. He's got a suit! He's wearing a suit! Oh my god, he's got a suit. He's got a suit and tie. It's a toad with a suit and tie. That is so awesome. Toad with suit and tie. All right, so he appears behind us. It's a business toad, exactly. The toad-faced creature appears behind you. Right, that's mine. My heirloom, he says, eyeing the Spectron projector and its bag of explosive pellets. But a Spectron projector could be very useful to you on your mission. Will you hand it to the toad-faced creature, or do you prefer to keep it yourself? We should fight him with an IRS audit. All right, do we give him the thing? Now, we went in there to try to help him, remember. So do we give him his heirloom, or do we try to keep it for ourselves? $ vote space 1 means we hand it to him. $ vote space 2 means we keep it ourselves. Well, yeah, one would hope not, Bolland. We should fight him with an IRS audit. He used to wear a papillon, but he ate it. Good to see you, Bond. All right. So go ahead, chat. This is probably going to be our last. This is going to be our last little section here. But I have really been enjoying this. Ooh, I love that purple, Tari. That's super cool. All right, there we go. Last call, chat. Last call. Get your votes in. $ vote space 1 if you wish to hand the toad-faced creature his heirloom.
Forced to go rogue. Hunted from within.
Forced to go rogue. Hunted from within. Commercialed that I don't care about. It's Call of Duty. Black Ops 6 billion. All right. Going once. Going twice. Oh, nice, Echo. I liked the original Gladiator. Are you not entertained? Okay. All right. So we are going to hand it to him. And that's a good thing, chat, because I took a look. If we had kept it, tried to keep it, we would fight over the pellets, like over the projector, and then we drop the box that has all the pellets, and it blows up and kills both of us. So I'm glad that we didn't fight him. Although you must part with the Spectron projector, you do find a flask of strong acid. In fact, this was the bandit's homemade drink. Add it to your adventure sheet. All right, so we got a flask of strong acid. That could be useful. All right. The toady creature is very grateful and leads you to a secret passage running beneath the outer walls of the city. Nice. With a wave goodbye, you dive into the Willette Tunnel and continue on. All right, now we're not going to do this vote today, but I am going to read it to you just to show you what we got to. After a while, you locate a signboard. Location Red Dog Central, Vault 1, Building 13, it reads. And below that, it says, Restricted Area Ahead Danger. Boldly, you follow a wide corridor into this area, passing numerous side passages before arriving in a large closed-air hatch. Projecting from the hatch are two handles, one with a round red pommel, the other with a square blue pommel. You recall that you must reach the defense center in Vault 6 in the Dome of Marvels, and that the hatch before you probably leads to Vault 2. So will you turn the red and blue handles clockwise, turn red clockwise, blue anti-clockwise, turn red and blue anti-clockwise, or turn red anti-clockwise, blue clockwise. And as you sit there going, I have no idea what I'm going to, that we will have to figure out next month when we continue with what we have here. But this was super eventful, actually. We did a ton of stuff today. Like, we did a bunch of stuff, and we got to the city, and we got to our main quest. So that means that there's a good chance in our next session in December, chat, we will be able to wrap this game. And then Tari and I are going to have a discussion about whether we want to do a Lone Wolf game, like another Lone Wolf book, which we haven't done for a while, whether we want to do the next one of these, because there is another one that I have before I run out of my current stock of Fighting Fantasy games, or whether Tari has one that she wants us to try. So we will have a chance to chat about all of that. But we will do that next time. And as I look at our character, I feel like we did a lot of stuff, but there was a cost to it. We got the flask of strong acid and all that. We have good skill still, but 7 out of 18 stamina makes me a little nervous. 6 out of 10 luck also makes me nervous. No provisions left, 10 credits, but we survived, and that was the biggest thing. Yeah, this definitely was impactful. So I am excited to see what we get to next. All right, well, let's take a look at the art that we did today and see what we got from Tari, if you don't mind.
So here was the warm-up.
That was the warm-up. And for those of you who missed this is the official Vatican mascot, and we're not making that up. It's literally true.
Well, it's not the mascot.
Completely
It's like
official,
the
and it's the
mascot.
only mascot that exists. No, I'm just kidding.
Of course. No.
but
She
it is one of them.
completely official, but she's one mascot for some jubilee that is currently happening.
Mm-hmm. Very, very cool. That was the warm-up.
And, it's like the most absurd thing ever, which is why I love her.
She's great. I love her. Yep.
Then we had our boy just
Hey.
grimacing at the camera.
I feel like his whole, like, with your renderings of him, his just like default is like he's just like this dude. He's just like, I'm always like, what's going on?
Well, he's like always kind of grinning.
Yeah.
Because it looks really weird when his because I used like all of the triangle shapes in his design. So it looks weird when his mouth isn't a triangle.
So it's not
Basically-
that he's just sort of has this smug personality. That's not what it is.
No.
Okay.
Well, I mean, he's also a cheerful guy, but
Yeah, he's like, everything's great. What's not to like?
yes. Then we had our space battle with the pirates.
With the pirate, the yaw, and the roll. I still can't believe we somehow managed to get through that. And I have to say, again, I want to give Tari a shout out for, I love the design of the pirate ship. I love the fact that our guy is like heading downwards, like trying to figure out how to move it so we can get behind the pirate ship. But I also really love the cloud, like the space debris cloud shading and stuff in the space beyond. I think that's super cool. So it's good stuff. That was good.
And then we entered the atmosphere of whatever the planet was called.
Arok was the name of it. Yes. Arok. That was very cool. He's a Protoss. Yeah, I could see that. My favorite characters in StarCraft by a long way. My life for ire. All right. So very cool.
I've not played StarCraft enough to comment on that.
The Protoss are really cool.
I'm more
super
of an Age
cool.
of Empires gal.
Yeah, and I like turn-based. I wish StarCraft existed in a turn-based form, and I'd be all over it. Anyway, and then we had this, which I love the pillar shape and design, but in particular, I love the coloring of this one. Super cool.
Thank you.
Yeah,
that was today.
That was good. Good art day. Good game day.
Thank you.
Good stuff. Well,
I'm very tired now.
No, I know. I'm gonna send you off to bed. Before I do that, anything you want to mention to the lovely folks about where they can find you? Because I think if we put in, let me make sure. No. There we go. Right there, you can find TariToons store. So you should definitely go there and pick up merchandise. But anything else you want to mention? Do we have new merchandise going up there? Are you going to
No,
blatantly
not yet.
attack the Vatican's copyright and like start putting a bunch of like,
No,
you know?
I'm not going to be selling Luce merch, I'm afraid.
Tari, I want
but
you to
no.
cut me in on this idea. How about Luce Metal Gear Solid crossover? When?
I mean, there are like biblical themes in that series. With
Luce with a headband, you know?
Sure, in a box.
Big Boss is like, what?
Maybe, probably not.
Okay.
No, but like people, can please go check out my store, my Gumroad store, where I have an art book with most of the art I've done for the channel.
It's amazing.
Up to this year's summer.
Mm-hmm.
And there's only a few copies left, so go grab it.
Go grab it now. It seriously is great. I'm not even, I mean, like, legit, it's an art book that you will want to look through and go, oh my God, it was so cool. Yeah.
So yeah, that's like 7 years of drawings,
Mm-hmm.
and character design and whatnot. And also some postcard designs for various things, including Pillars of Eternity, since that came up earlier.
Right.
And besides that, people can follow me on Tumblr and on Blue Sky and on Kara at TariToons on all of these, where I post my art and other things. So go do that.
Go do that thing. And thank you, Tari. We will see Tari next week for Beowulf. So we will get some Beowulf going on next week with Tari. And then the week after that is D&D with viewers. And the week after that is the Patreon Field Chat Chosen Game of the Month. But Tari Tuesdays will continue next Tuesday with some Beowulf Age of Heroes, where hopefully we will be celebrating a new an anti-fascist administration. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Wouldn't that be nice?
That would be a good thing for all of us. Chat, can we get some love again for the amazing TariToons? Tari, thank you. Always a pleasure. And I will see you next week.
Thank you very much for having me. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
Alrighty. Good stuff. Really, really enjoy doing that all the time. It is going to be great. Okay. Now, let me just throw the cover back there. Alrighty. So, all right, folks. Now what we're going to do is I want to go over quickly. I do have to get going because I'm going to have at the top of the hour over on GOG.com, I'm going to have my Pen and Pixel stream doing more Songs of Conquest. Before I get there, though, I do want to talk about the calendar, since I have all you lovely folks here, about what's coming up. So, Songs of Conquest tonight. Then on Thursday the 7th, we will have a return to Unlimited Adventures The Realm. I am excited to tell you folks, I figured out what we're going to do. When we finish with Unlimited Adventures The Realm, we have a couple more adventures to do to kind of build up our levels. When we're done with that, then the next thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be trying Al-Qadim, which is a sort of very different sort of style, you'll see, of Forgotten Realms. Then after that, we're going to do some of the Dark Sun games in Forgotten Realms, still retro, which is going to be awesome. I'm looking forward to that. And then I am thinking we're going to do a couple of the Dragonlance games. I went to a panel this weekend at CanCon where they were talking about Dragonlance, and I loved Dragonlance when I was younger, and I'm really jonesing to play a little bit of that. So we're going to be doing some more Forgotten Realms stuff in that world. It's going to be awesome, awesome, awesome. And we'll do so. Stream here is Thursday, an amazing Alpha Day. Yes, yes, yes. We'll do this. The Alpha Day on Thursday and Saturday. Right, Alpha Day. Wait, Echo. Your birthday? Your brother's birthday? This Thursday? When is which day? Can you confirm for me? Is it Thursday you and your brother Saturday, or Thursday your brother and you Saturday, or what are we looking at? Let me know, because I know that it's a thing. N7 Day. He will commence part 4, chapter 0 on Saturday. Oh, I see. All right. So then your birthday on Thursday. So yes, Remember to make sure you post that in the Discord so we can wish you happy birthday properly at that time, Echo. But happy early birthday before that. So Unlimited Adventures on Thursday. Then Saturday, more Unlimited Adventures at 7:30. That's going to be good times. Tuesday the 12th, a week from today, Beowulf Age of Heroes with TariToons. Then more Pen and Pixel Songs of Conquest next Tuesday. Wednesday the 13th, we have Community D&D Waterdeep Dragon Heist coming up on the 13th. Thursday the 14th, we have more Unlimited Adventures, The Realm. Saturday the 16th is D&D with Infinity and Beyond. Eberron Oracle of War continues on that day, which is going to be great. Tuesday the 19th, we have D&D with Viewers. We will also have our final vote for the Patreon Chat Chosen Game of the Month on that day. 4:15 p.m. we will have Buy the Dice Roll. We'll be continuing with Ghosts of Saltmarsh. We did get our Buy the Dice Roll in last time, so it did happen. We are going to continue with that. And then the Our Vocalists in 2 weeks will be here with Growing Up. If you had a chance to watch any of this last time, you're definitely going to watch more of it. It was weird and fun. It was great. Thursday, more Unlimited Adventures, the 21st. Saturday, the 23rd, more Eberron Oracle of War. 2 weekends in a row for Eberron Oracle of War. Tuesday, the 26th, will be the Patreon Field Chat Chosen Game of the Month, and then Pen and Pixels, Songs of Conquest. Wednesday, the 27th, will be more Community D&D, Waterdeep Dragon Heist. That'll be good stuff. Yeah, hopefully Effect Life. Genli is hoping to be able to join us, which is why we're doing that, so that would be cool. Thursday, the 28th, will be Unlimited Adventures. That will be more Unlimited Adventures with The Realm. And then Saturday, the 30th, will be the relaunch of Expedition from the Mysterious Peaks. Again, for those of you who missed this, Kat Rambo and Johnny Pittman have had to step back from the campaign for personal reasons. Toya Kristen Finley and Zach Clay are still involved, and we have now added 2 awesome new players to the mix. One of them has been featured on Valoword, which is part of Speculate on this channel before. That is Rhiannon Held. And the other one has been featured in readings, but not as a player before, and that is LaShawn Amwanek, who is one of the programming consultants along with me for the Gen Con Writers Symposium this year. So LaShawn, Rhiannon, Toya, and Zach are going to be relaunching Expedition, more or less picking up sort of where we left off, but with a couple of tweaks to make that happen. So that's going to be happening on Saturday, November 30th. And then that's going to bring us into December. And don't forget, in December, we have the special Christmas Carol reading with the Our Vocalists. Can't believe that's almost upon us again. We have the holiday show featuring my family, which is always a lot of fun. And we have the end of the year show where we do the game of the year and my rankings of games that I played in the year 2024. So that's all happening, and I'm very excited for it, and I hope you will all join me for that as well. Most important thing I want you all to remember for today is, if you are an American citizen, vote. You see that? That is me exercising the privilege of voting, so I get to maintain the right of voting. And this is the most consequential election we've had basically in my lifetime. I know that we always say that an election is important. It is important every single time. The people who are kind of like, I thought the last one was really important. It's like saying things like, you have to go to the doctor. Like, you have to keep going to the doctor every year. You have to keep doing that. You can't just stop doing it. And it's the same thing. Yeah, you got to vote every time you can vote. It's not that much to ask, but I know that it can be inconvenient, and in some cases, America does not make it as easy as it should. One of the things we have to address after this election is continuing to make voting more easy, because that's really important. But please do that. If you type in !vote, there is a link there to a government site that will show you where your polling place is and what the registration procedures are. There are, Triffa decided it before, there's 20 some odd states, plus the District of Columbia, which allows same-day registration. So you can go in, you can register, and then you can vote. So please go and do that. If you haven't voted already, extremely important. I voted this morning. Again, turnout, it looks like, has been really exceptional, and that's what we need. This is a vote to turn back fascism, folks, and we need all of you as a part of this effort. The UK did its part. France did its part. Even Iran did its part. All of these countries have done their part to turn back fascism. Moldova, yesterday, I believe it was, or the day before, did the same thing in re-electing their moderate, pro-Western, pro-democracy, and a woman president, by the way, and turning back the Russian plant that they put in there as the challenger. So let's do the same thing, Chad. It's up to us to sort of pull this out together. And so if you were an American citizen, please go vote and tell friends and family, get them out there to the polls, and let's have a good election that we can all feel proud of tonight. Other than that, thank you all for being here. I will see you folks over on GOG.com in about 25 minutes. Please, if you like what you saw and heard, please follow the channel. Check out our YouTube channel, and thank you for watching me over there. !ArvTube. We are currently sitting at a new record high of subscribers. It's free for you to subscribe, so everyone who subscribes over there, we're going to keep setting a new record, so please do that. Hey, what's up, Shatter? Did you go vote already, my friend? I assume you did, but anyway, yes, please go do that. Discord, !ArvCord. Hang out with the Arvanauts in between streams. Twitter, !Arv tweets. Blue Sky, !Arv Sky. Website, arvanelleron.com. Please check out our podcasts, Hearthglow, and also Gen Con. Awesome, Shatter. That's great. I would have expected no less. That's awesome. ! And I'm interested, Prince Justin, to hear what the turnout looks like when you go vote in Minnesota. I'd be interested to see what that turnout looks like. ! Arv Treon. That's the Patreon sitting out right over there. Really looking to get that built up over 100, so please consider supporting us there. Good stuff for you and the channel. Subbing to the channel, as several of you were kind enough to do today, gives you those custom sub badges and emotes to use here, there, and everywhere across Twitch, so please do that. ! I said Patreon and subbing. ! Icarus is my graphic novel from Athos Arts. ! Library, that's my Tales and Tomes from the Forbidden Library, my 5e adventure and source book from Alligator Alley Entertainment. And ! Grayshade, I want to mention, I don't know if Prince Justin heard this, but we are now up to, the BookBub did incredible sales for us. We have now sold, I think, close to 2,000 copies of Grayshade with all of the stuff put together, BookBub and originally. And we are up to now 44 ratings of Grayshade on Amazon at last check. I checked that yesterday. So I'm super excited about that. Please do get out there, and please do vote. Please do rate the book. If you saw it, if you liked it, if you were like, this is really awesome, please do go over. It can be a rating. It can be as simple as a review that's like, book good, loved it. I mean, it's like very simple, does not need to be complicated. Please do vote for it because, I keep saying vote. Please do put a rating in because that really does help us with the algorithm. And if we get to 50 ratings, that also, I think, helps with the algorithm too on Amazon. So please do that. And if you've already left a rating or review, thank you so much. Obviously, if you bought the book and read it, again, thank you so much. That's awesome. I'll talk about the story bundle in a minute. Also, you can buy those books at that link, Grayshade, Renegade, and Heretic, and you can also get the audiobook from Grayshade, and you can also pre-order the audiobook, the tabletop role-playing game of Grayshade from Brandon O'Brien, being done by Alligator Alley Entertainment, so you can check that out as well. ! Story Bundle, as Triffid just did. That is my story bundle that I have with Marie Bilodeau, Brandon Crilly, and others. A group of books, 10 books actually, that are all about protagonists over the age of 40. It's called You're Never Too Old to Save the World. Grayshade is one such protagonist at the ripe old age of exactly 40. So you can join us there over that. $25. You can actually pay whatever you want, but basically $25 will get you 10 books, $2.50 per book. And if you opt into the bonus, you get another $6 or $7, I think. You get some additional material. That's a really good deal, and it really helps us out. That story bundle has done very well so far, so we're trying to push it. Please do make sure that you get that story bundle if you want to read some good fantasy fiction and all that kind of good stuff. So story bundle for that. And as always, BLM, Black Lives Matter, important to affirm and assert the significance and importance of Black lives. Help Now, the World Health Organization page on suicide prevention. Important to reach out to others when you need help and reach out to others when they need help as well. And Ukraine, UKRAINE, to help the people of Ukraine as they fight back against an illegal and illegitimate war with bravery and courage, and send the message we will do so for others in the future. And as I said, most important today, vote. Let's get that vote in. Let your voice be heard, and let's make sure that we have the country we want, and the world hopes that we have the country that we want as we move forward. It was a good experience today to go in and vote, and it's very important that we never take that for granted. Please do so if you already have. Thank you. Thank you to all my wonderful viewers today. Thank you to my wonderful mods, the best in the business, Prince Justin, Shattered Mage, Triffity Mats, and of course earlier on TariToons was here. Thank you to my wonderful Patreon supporters and subscribers. Hang on a second as I get rid of this. Okay, there we go. My Patreon supporters and subscribers, thank you to Prince Justin, Shatter, Triffid, thank you to Echo Alpha and Effect Life, and thank you to my wonderful viewers. Thank you to Big Boss, to Dark Sinner, to Dragon Spear, who's lurking there. Thank you to Imaginary Exponent, Jagtress. Thank you to Milkshakinson. I love that name. Thank you to MST. Thank you to Nerds with Dice, to Nonstop, of course, Saturnius, T-Bank, and TNS Mephiston. Thank you so much to everybody. Go vote, and I will see you folks over on GOG.com in a little less than 20 minutes with the Songs of Conquest game as we continue with Pen and Pixels. Until then, everyone, please be good to each other. More Fighting Fantasy Gamebook illustration stream to come next month, but otherwise, I'll catch all you folks right here on Wednesday, I believe I said. Thursday for Unlimited Adventures, Forgotten Realms. That'll be Thursday evening, but otherwise over on GOG.com at 4 p.m. Eastern for Pen and Pixels and Songs of Conquest. Until then, everyone be good to each other. Special thanks today to my good friend TariToons for her amazing artwork as always. It was awesome. Thanks, everyone, and I'll catch you folks soon. Bye for now.